still hear you just fine, but it should automatically determine that.
I think we should all
Banging in
try
the
to use it
background.
if we can, but whatever. Okay, so let me see. So Jorge and Drivaltor both awaken in their humble and meager, or I suppose merchant, accommodations. And we'll say that, Bojangles, you also happen to find yourself awake. You're laying outside of Caprica City. You're drawn to the inn, and you remember, oh crap, I can't leave my buddy alone. And so you end up walking towards the inn as well. When in the inn, when Kaladin comes walking in the inn as well at the same time as Bojangles arrives. So you two, Drivaltor and Jorge, are both still in your rooms, where Bo and Kaladin both arrive at the same time. In this inn, everyone is having breakfast. People are getting their drink on because it's a Saturday. Nobody cares back then. Breakfast is good. They've got bacon, lamb, fresh food. It's good. It's all right. It's not too crowded in the morning. People are still sleeping, just waking it up. It's about 7:30, 8 o'clock ish, right around there. What would you guys like to do?
So we're all together downstairs, like at the bar?
You are all together downstairs at the bar. Or at the inn. Okay. Except you two are in your rooms. You two are still in your rooms.
Okay. Am I clothed?
Unless you took your clothes off.
Okay, well then I'd like to get clothed and go downstairs for breakfast.
Okay. You go downstairs and clothe yourself. In that order. Drivaltor, what would you like to do?
Kaladin, already eating breakfast, is very confused at the sight of a man who walks downstairs with clothes in hand and begins dressing himself.
he
He
was
briefly
really
considers
hungry.
casting Detect Evil before remembering he doesn't have that spell.
Yeah, I'll do the same. Do I have my weapons on me as well? Or
Unless you dropped them somewhere, yes, you have everything that you've been
yeah,
equipped with.
I'll go down as well.
So as you two you guys both bump into each other. One is stumbling, trying to get his belt on, down at the bottom of the stairs. You guys notice each other, and then Jorge, you do notice Bo. He's standing at the front door.
I go up to him and I say, "What happened to you? Let's have breakfast. Tell me."
That's good. Is there a cost associated with breakfast?
Why are you poor?
No, I'm just budget conscious.
It costs
There's
200
what-
GP for food, for one loaf of bread? Is this the Great Depression? No, it's peacetime, Zach. It's peacetime.
He's saying
Bread
like,
only costs like 50 GP.
sounds good.
Not even, dude. This is a cheap tavern.
So me and Bo walk up to the bar there that you described in the inn for some breakfast.
Okay. So would you guys like to sit at the stools at there, or would you like to get a booth?
We'll grab
I
a
wanna
booth.
sit at-
No.
I want to sit at the stools.
You want to sit at the stools?
Does he have his clothes on
As
yet?
you guys are both talking, a waitress comes up. No, it says, "Oh, well, hello. What would you like for breakfast? Do you want to sit here at the stools, or would you like a booth? Maybe a table out
Stools.
in the sun?"
I immediately say stools.
Stools it is. Very well. Is it the three of you?
As far as I know, unless there's a ghost behind my shoulder.
All right, sounds very good. So she goes ahead and takes out, a couple glasses and cleans them off, and then fills them with water and places them down on the bar tables. We'll be right with you. Just give us a few moments.
No worries.
So the atmosphere in this inn, as I've already said, it's very peaceful. You, however, do notice that there's this man, what was your character? He's a fighter, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a photo of what he looks like?
Oh, do I have a photo?
Yeah, can you describe what you look like?
You know. I had a description written up in my character. Give me a minute to pull it up. Let's see. Forgot to pull up my character sheet. He has fair skin, dark hair. He's a little over average height for a human. He's wearing some plain traveler's clothes at the moment. But you can see, but he's armed with a nasty-looking longsword.
So you notice this dude who's just standing. Are you standing by the doors? Are you getting breakfast? What are you doing?
I'm looking. Is there a menu? There's probably no menu posted. I'm sitting down, considering. I'm brooding, deep in thought.
Right. So you're just brooding deep in thought, standing by the doorway.
Sitting down at a table.
Sitting down at a table. So, Jorge, you notice a man with a very interesting longsword just brooding with this scowl. He's just thinking hard, think thought.
Can I roll to what's the one there where you insight to like see what he's sense motive? There we
You
go.
don't have much to go on though.
Pardon?
I'm sure you can sense motive.
I think it would be a hard DC since I'm literally not doing anything. I could be brooding about what to have for breakfast. You don't know that.
Okay, so I rolled a 13 plus 2 is 15.
Okay.
Can I roll deception, charisma?
He's probably just thinking about what he wants for breakfast.
Alright. I keep an eye on him since he's probably, other than my party,
The only
He's
people
probably-
that are armed.
he's probably one of the only other people that are armed, so I just keep an eye on him.
Okay. So as you keep an eye on him, you also notice that a well-armored man, shiny like steel plate mail, and 4 others just behind him, all equipped with they're very heavily armed. They look like royalty to you. They all enter the tavern, and the middleman walks up into the bar and asks the waitress if he can post up a couple flyers. He's looking for soldiers to fend off against impending goblin raids.
I just need to volunteer for the goblin raid. Maybe someone will join me so I don't die horribly.
Do you say
Sir,
that
I would like to
aloud?
volunteer.
You would like to volunteer?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
I have extensive training in martial weapons.
Martial weapons. Well, you must prove it to me. Let us go outside right now. I must see.
You would face me in a bout? I accept your challenge.
Oh. Not me. Not me. I have more important business to attend to. But Henry here. Have at Henry. He points to one of the smaller, more diminutive of his bunch.
I have 18 strength. Got this.
What?
I have out of character. I have 18 strength. I got this.
Yeah, you totally got this. This will be fine. Okay.
Is
So you
there a
guys want to
crowd
go
conversion to
outside right now?
watch this? Is there like a rest of the crowd, or would we be the only ones getting up? Or?
Are you guys also getting up and going out and watching this?
Are you getting up? Who knows?
If
That's
there's
your
a
decision.
crowd,
I'm asking if there are other patrons in the tavern seeing this commotion and also going outside. If
There are
then
people
I will-
already sitting outside at the tables. Most of the people in here are more focused on their food. They don't want to get into squabbles with goblins. They're actually not that interested. They're kind of bored of the goblin raids. They're just like, whatever. It happens all the time. He comes in
Steal
here
the
like
woman.
once a week.
Has the
Oh my
waitress
God.
brought the food back, or
She hasn't gotten the food yet. He just walked in.
okay.
If you
I'm
go
gonna
outside,
stay
she can
where I
bring it
am.
out to you.
I'm gonna stay where I am, waiting for my food.
Okay. So as Kaladin goes outside with Mason and Henry, Mason decides to send the rest of his lackeys to go watch off onto the sides. And so this other man here, he's like a town guard basically, but in, solid steel plate mail, just full, ready to go for combat, and his primary weapon is a simple longsword. Just a simple longsword. And he says to you, well, I don't know, have at thee?
Okay, before I go outside, actually, I want to speak to the patrons of the tavern.
Okay, you can speak to the patrons.
Come one, come all. Witness this bout of strength and skill between two armed combatants.
I was already going out.
Around the drinks to all who come and cheer us on.
I'm walking with them.
Persuasion check to get more audience, to get a bigger
you can do
audience.
a persuasion check to get a larger
Make a
audience.
spectacle. I have a. Let's see. What is my persuasion skill? Oh, I don't have persuasion. I have diplomacy. Would this be a diplomacy?
This would
Would
be a
you call it
persuasion. They're not too inclined.
Oh, I have perform oratory.
You can perform an oratory.
Perform oratory +6. All right. No. No, D20 +6. I rolled a nat 20.
You roll a nat 20. Wow. Let me see. Yeah. So you say an absolutely stirring, unbelievable speech of victory and glory. Just raw glory and power. And everyone around you is just like, this guy, wow, dude. Like, holy shit. And so they're all like fascinated with you. And they're like, we should check this dude out. Like, this new guy's kind of cool. And so most of the patrons go out and sit outside on the tables. And they're all watching. You guys are standing. So as you walk out, there are tables to the left with little umbrellas, tables to the right with little umbrellas, and a small itsy bitsy little gate that they walk through so they can deliver the food. And then as you walk out, there's the road to the left, the road to the right, a clearing down to the merchant's quarters, and then more suburb housing to the left and to the right of that road. There are small little lanterns that give you, light at night, but those are turned off. And then you have the 3 guards standing on opposite sides of the main road towards the merchant's quarters, making sure no other people try to interfere with the fight.
So everybody, like including myself, went outside to watch this.
If you'd like to roll to resist his stirring speech.
Good luck. It's an opposition check.
I roll a 13.
You're
I think 13.
very interested in what this guy has to do.
Okay.
Okay, to be fair, this was a check against the NPCs. I don't think it would be fair to make other players do things they don't want to do when I was speaking to general inhabitants of the tavern, the NPCs, who are very bored, it seems like.
Yeah, they haven't. I mean, they're all kind of used to this. Lord Mason comes in here like once a month or so, tries to round up more people because he loses people to goblins.
Right.
They're just not very skilled.
I rolled half of what he rolled, so I end up going outside.
Okay. So you guys all go outside to witness this glorious and unbelievable fight. Henry stands there with his longsword wielded. He's just ready to go. He's just looking at you. You guys are both staring head to head at each other. And he says, have at thee.
Can I make a free action of speech?
You can make a free action of speech.
I want to yell out, "It's high noon."
Do it in character.
It's high noon.
All right, so you,
All right.
you say it's high noon. Oh, okay.
All right, I'm rolling. I'm gonna roll for initiative or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's see. Or yes, initiative, I believe. Initiative. My modifier is 1. Oh, I have improved initiative, so that's plus 2. Check. Plus 4. Okay. 15. Above average.
So what was your initiative?
Oh, that was 15. 15.
15?
That's right.
Okay. So you get to go first.
Okay. I move forward and strike with my sword.
You move forward
long
and
sword.
strike with your sword.
Wait, what's this distance from me, actually?
You guys are standing about 20 feet apart.
We're standing 20 feet apart. I will use one of my maneuvers. I will swift action jump into him. Let's see. Jump. I don't actually remember the rules for jumping, but I have this great swift action that lets me jump as a swift so many feet. So without a running start, if I want to jump 20 feet, I need to roll 20. In any case, okay, I'll step 10 feet forward and then I'll step 5 feet forward and then jump. I believe in myself.
Okay.
Okay, where is? Let's see. My jump check has a plus 10. I got a 20. So
You
I
have a
jumped.
20?
I rolled it. I have a plus 10 to my jump, so I only rolled a 10.
Okay. I was like, you rolled a nat 20 to jump at him and hit him. So,
I step. Yeah.
so you jump and you attack him, right?
I
Any
jumped. Yeah, I
special
jumped right in front
instructions?
of him, and then I attack him with my sword. The jump was just for show.
The jump was... So you jumped to him and then struck him.
That's right.
Okay, so you need to roll an attack roll.
Yep. I have a plus 6 to hit. That was crit.
You crit again?
That's right.
Drivaltor, unmute your mic.
Okay.
You only rolled 5 damage?
Yep.
What you doing on Patreon?
Hey, I just want to see something. Can you roll your d20 plus 6 again? Okay. Just making sure that it's like normal. Okay.
That's not bugged to just give me 20
That's not
plus
bugged.
6.
I just wanted to be sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
How are you putting the hashtag at the end, Julian, to make it like jump your attack?
But you just add a hashtag and then you comment on it. I went and read the documentation, so I know how things work.
I did the same, but didn't pay too much attention.
I didn't
Come on.
bother reading it one bit.
Anyway, I clang my sword into his armor, blunting the blow and still dealing some damage.
You definitely do a crap ton of damage. Well, you didn't roll a nat 20, I forget, right?
I did roll a nat 20. So that first roll for attack was nat 20.
Okay.
So 6
what
roll
was your
for
damage?
26. So damage was 5. So that would have been crit does 2 times, so
Okay.
10 damage.
So you do 10 damage?
Mhm.
Okay. So you go ahead and jump right in front of this dude. You look at him right in the eye and just whoosh, right through his right side. His armor shatters into pieces in the right side. Just shatters like glass
start.
shards falling onto the ground. And he like spits up a little bit of blood and he's like
Oh god.
Oh. Now he's kind of angry though. So it's his turn.
Yeah, all right. Let's go.
Okay, so he hobbles up and he tries to hit you with his sword, but he's so stunned from the attack he can't quite execute the attack. It's your turn.
Did you roll? Rest in peace. I make another attack. No. This is a true test of skill. No mercy. Oops. What is that? Rolls equals 0?
I don't know. Okay.
I think that's it. Okay.
Okay. So he's stunned. You easily hit him. Where would you like to hit him? Or roll for damage.
I hit him on... The first hit was his left side.
The first hit
Or
was
his right.
his your right, so his left. Yes.
My right, so his left. So this time I want it to be the opposite side. Again on the armor. I don't want to murder him. I just want to make him lose all of his clothing.
You want to
Just
unclothe him.
Just kidding.
Okay.
Alright, roll for damage.
Okay. So as you were about to hit him, Lord Mason appears out of nowhere, jumps right in front of you and blocks your sword, and he says, "Enough! You are a very skilled warrior. But I will not have you insulting my guard. Henry, what's wrong with you?"
Oh my god.
He stumbles over to the side and he's like, "I'm sorry, sir. I failed you." The crowd goes wild and is like, "Wow, this is amazing."
Can I?
Would another member of the crowd like to test their strength?
Can I roll to attempt to heal Henry?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you have a spell, or are you using a medicine?
Wouldn't
kit,
that be
or-
more akin to the druid in...
Yeah, okay, I'll heal.
So-
No,
Oh,
it's
what?
too late.
I roll.
Oh, okay. Understood.
So, as you attempt to walk up... Wait, what was your total roll?
So I rolled a 5 plus 6 is 1.
Okay, so 11. So as you walk up to Henry, you're like, "Dude, this is real bad." And you try to start healing him. You're like doing an okay job, but he's not doing so great.
Can I yell out and be like, "This guy needs like some actual medicine"?
Yeah, I can run over and try to heal him or do something, I guess.
Is that what you say in character, Dravaltor?
No,
You're like,
yeah, I'll
I
come and
think
heal.
I might know
I'm
something.
doing sort of what I'm doing.
Okay, so you'd like to go up and walk and heal him?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do that. Please roll your die. No one else in
So
in this crowd is willing to take up your challenge, Kaladin. Nobody wants to fight you. They're like, "This dude is business."
Yeah, figures.
So do I roll a d20?
Yes, roll a d20
17.
plus your heal.
Okay. Plus my heal, that would be 7.
So total.
14.
Okay. No, 17 plus 7.
7. Oh, 24. I can't.
Okay.
I failed math last year for
Okay. So, you go ahead and walk up, and you're like, "Dude, get out of here," to Jorge. It's like, "Let me help." And you walk up to Henry, and you're like, "Okay, here, I'm going to put this here. Let's do this. Let's get you out of your armor." And you totally, like, help him, and he's stabilized now, you know? He's okay.
I give like a yay medicine.
"Are you a doctor? I could use you in the party, too. You also. You tried your best. Very good. I could use all of you. Shall
Is
we
the
go
pay
fight
handsome?
the goblins?"
Is the pay handsome?
"The pay is handsome. Times are prosperous here."
Alright, then, yeah, that sounds good to me.
So only 3 of you go. Is that right? Only 3
I
of you
asked
would like
how
to go.
handsome.
How handsome, you
Okay.
say?
Who's the person who hasn't decided to go yet?
Bojangles. He
Bojangles,
is not
who
singing
is-
songs of victory. He's not singing songs of defeat or healing.
All right, I notice anyone the person who's not doing that. The one person. Where is he? What does he look like? Is he Zach or is he
He's
Peter
Zach.
here? Zach.
Zach, what do you look like again?
Reminds me of a dickhead.
I'm a black guy. I'm about 5'8". Gray eyes.
He's a red guard.
Human. Oh yeah.
Red
No.
guard. Great.
He's a red guard.
Nice.
When I think Redguard, I just think of the battle master in the arena in Oblivion. You know?
Something like that. He's got a lot
Something
more
like that.
cloth than he does armor.
Yeah.
More
I
cloth
see.
than armor.
Okay, more like the
Basically,
Skyrim Redguard.
just a crossbow, and then I have like a punching dagger on my side.
You there? You look capable, and you don't seem too excited by combat. I like that in person.
I'm more of
You seem to have a cool head.
the dictator variety.
Dictator. Dictate what your enemies will do, and counter it?
Dictate what everybody will do.
Well, would you like to
And
start by
play songs
dictating the
whenever
deaths
we
of some
win.
goblins with us?
If I can play tails, sure.
Alan looks a little confused at that remark, but takes that as a yes. Well, come then.
Jorge is still persisting to Mason about how handsome the pay is.
So, we actually have... It depends on how many goblins you kill. It seems that there's just one giant spawn of goblins that recently took up in the forest. After I so graciously executed the giant that lived there merely 5 years ago, everything was peaceful until these goblins came in. Now they just spawn and breed and fight, and it's like they're produced in factories. They never stop coming. We need to end them once and for all. But I don't have enough men at my side to go on an invasion, so I need a scouting party to figure out where they are hiding.
This seems like quite a dangerous task. I do have a wife, and however confident I am in my abilities, I do, if any unfortunate event were to occur, I wish to make sure she is fairly compensated for my death.
That's blasphemy. Who says you're going to die? Just do your best. You'll be fine.
Hey, I'm a druid. I'm mostly for healing.
Yeah, the druid will heal you. Fear not. Your
How
trusty
much do I
companion
pay for
here
healing?
will provide for you.
How much do I get paid for healing people?
Your reward will be great. You will be considered nobility if you can succeed in this mission.
Can I roll to persuade to start to have him set up like a death benefit?
Yes, you can roll to have a persuade.
What are you buying death insurance right now? Like
Buying death insurance.
he's trying to.
Please make an offer.
I'm making an offer.
You are the one to make the offer.
Okay. That let's say 500 gold piece.
500 gold pieces? Just for your hide?
If I were to die in this mission you're sending me on for my wife to make sure she is able to be taken care of.
Who is this wife of yours? What is her name?
Ariel.
What town does she live in?
Alibaba.
Yes, the little mining hamlet. Ah, yes. 350 gold.
400.
Very well. But if you live, you will only get 250.
So much money.
I shake his hand and agree.
Okay, very well. For each of you, 250 gold. So should you complete the mission? Now,
Bonuses upon murdering more
Sounds good.
goblins. Keep track of your kills, boys.
reminder, this is a scouting mission. There's one huge horde of goblins, all in bitter conflict with one another. They have been for years. Make sure not to get caught. If you are caught, they will surely kill you.
Khalid looks a little nervous at this, since he's not particularly dexterous, nor is he stealthy in his scale mail.
Now we have
This is the
3
one time
places
having
that I would
bad
like you
armor
to
comes in
scout.
handy.
One just south of the gracious greens, then left of the river to the hungry Horus forest, and then just south of the forest in a rocky clearing. I have 3 ideas for where they might be, but I don't know their central location. That's what I need you to find out. Where are they actually coming from? Do you understand?
I nod my head.
I see one of you nods his head.
I just say yes.
Khalid also nods his head in solemn understanding.
The strong, silent type I see. Very good. I'm gonna keep my eye on you.
Nothing about my character has been silent up to this point. I just want to point out.
He's not really paying attention. He's just like, oh, you guys are people. You guys actually want to hide? Okay, fine. Here you go.
God.
All right. So he hands you an initial 25 gold pieces each as an initial payment, just in case you need equipment. It's like, here, for your troubles. And then he walks off with his guards, carrying Henry.
As he's walking away, can I yell out, where do we come back after the task is completed?
I need you to go south
I think we.
of Caprica City to Fort Mason. I will reside there. It is our base of outpost and operations.
I nod my head.
All right. I'm gonna take a quick water break.
Okay.
Be right back.
I knew I should write that down because my high ass won't remember.
So if I had a better map to show you,
Right. Straightforward. Do we have a way to keep track of initiative order and stuff like that? Oh, or just checking to make sure you have stuff.
checking that I
Lined up.
have stuff. What do you mean?
Yeah. Or like, is there a public way to track initiative order and stuff like that? Like a Google
No, there's
Documents
no
link or
public
something
way
that we
to
can view?
track initiative order. I just keep it here.
Oh. Spooky.
Well, you just remember who went before you. Who went before you. And then you're just like, oh, I went before this dude. And
Oh. I just thought it'd be nice to see like what the whole order is.
we can implement that in our next session, probably.
We can implement that right now.
Yeah,
I
we're
could-
not
I
there
could
yet.
code
We
it
don't.
quite easily. I could code it.
But if we
code
get into a
that.
group combat,
You could also code that.
I could very easily code that.
Okay, well, don't do it right now.
Well, I'm not going to do it right now. I'm saying for next session. This is session 0. Session
This
1,
is
I'll have it.
session 0.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Okay. So he has given you a map. But the map is terrible because I have handwritten the map and it's on my thing, and it has critical details I cannot quite reveal. Okay. So because I wrote it down on a piece of paper, this is what I've come up with. So, the A at the top, so if you look at Squirrley Suplex stories, the A at the top is going to be Alibaba, the C is for Caprica City, F is for Fort Nelson. To the right of us is the desert, to the left, northwest of us is the the gracious green pastures where, we get most of our food, rice, beans, and just below that circle is going to be for the pastures for the sheep and the lamb. And then you have the forest just to the south, if that makes any sense. He wants you to scout just below the gracious green pastures, where that line is, just the barrier between the Horus Forest, and then all the way at the bottom of the Horus Forest. He wants you to scout there. There's a small clearing.
All right.
Okay. I start just walking towards that direction.
Okay. All right. So you start walking towards that direction. You're the first one off, and no one else is following you. You're all alone.
Can I roll a spot check to see if I see them following me? Maybe I didn't just.
I mean, he just notices.
You totally notice that no one is following you.
I roll a nat 20 with a +8 for the spot check.
You notice that nobody is following you. You're just walking away.
I stop, turn around, and yell out, "Let's go!"
I follow and say, "Let's go this way!" very loudly.
All right. So you all
I'll
head
follow
towards the
along, and then
merchant
I'll use my
district.
feet to play encouraging music.
Okay. You play encouraging music. Everyone feels
Encouraged.
They are filled with determination.
I want to lead this tactical operation.
You want to leave the tactical operation?
No, lead.
Lead the tactical operation. You are the person who is in front. You are leading the pack of people who is following you.
Wonderful. So how does our adventure go to like?
You are currently
near-
walking towards the merchant district, where all the merchants are.
I don't stop unless somebody else does. But I just keep on walking.
Okay, you just keep on walking. So, as you begin walking outside of the merchant district, back towards the chapel, and then you head past those two guards that you saw at the very beginning, you then come across a bridge that leads across the river. You can either go to the south towards the rocky clearing, towards your second objective, I could say, the second place he wanted you to go, or you could just start heading towards the gracious greens and the pastures.
So we are at the top A right
So
now.
you are at Charlie. You see that line where the
Okay.
forest begins and that line? You're right there at that line,
Yep.
just about.
Okay. Can I roll a spot check to see if I see anything?
Yeah.
7 plus 8 is going to be 15.
Okay. So what you notice is that you come across the bridge where you first met Drivaltor. You no longer see the goblin's body there, but there is a bloody spot there. Down to the west of the river, you see that the river is actually quite picked up. It's running pretty rough today. And then farther across, you also see another river that just comes across the rice paddies way back over there. It comes right around them across the green pastures. And it looks like you'll need to cross this river again with the bridge next to a farmhouse way far back.
I don't notice any movement in the forest or anything like that.
Not at the
Nothing
moment,
unusual?
no. Maybe a couple of birds.
Okay. I continue to approach our destination.
The north, the middle, or the southern one?
Where this one?
The southern one would be the second closest, but it would also make the most sense for you to get there first so you can go all the way south. So you don't have to backtrack up north.
No, we'll go to the closest.
Okay. So as you make your way towards the closest one, you remember that you actually need to go ahead and cross that bridge next to the farmhouse. So would you like to go towards the farmhouse? It will get you closer to the first one. Unless you'd like to just straight up cross the river right here.
Yeah, that's how deep is the river?
The river's running pretty rough, and it's about 18 feet, maybe 20.
Yeah, but how deep?
18 feet, maybe 20.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we go back towards the bridge.
Okay. So you head up towards the farmhouse. And as you're heading up towards the farmhouse, you notice a small peasant who looks a little distressed. He doesn't quite... It's like he's looking for something, but he can't quite find it. He's holding like a Moses stick. One of the little shepherd sticks things.
I ask him, so you lose your sheep there, eh?
Is it really that obvious?
Well, I was gonna ask if you, like, lost your pet dragon, but...
Well, I had one back in Nam, but... Yeah, I ended up losing 5 of my sheep. It seems like they're going day by day. I lose like 1 a day. I don't understand it. They just disappear. I can't find any bones. There aren't any tracks that I can follow. I don't know what's happening to them. I think they're being eaten by like one of the animals. Maybe it's dragging it back. I just don't know.
The guard has sent us on a mission to this location to exterminate goblins. I think that might be the issue.
Goblins, yeah. That could totally be the issue. Honestly, though, I haven't seen any goblins around here. You might check further west, though. There's a couple mountains back there that you might check.
So have we crossed the bridge yet, or are we still on?
So the bridge is
side of
right next to the farmer's house. That farmer built the bridge. It's his bridge to get across the water.
You were a robot. You cut out.
It's his bridge. He built the bridge to get across the water.
Okay, so we're on his side
Yes.
of the bridge now. Okay, so we can go up to our original destination.
Number 1 or number 2, yes, you can get to either one of them. One's north, one's south.
Okay, let's go to the north one.
Okay. Where's my thing? Okay. So, as you wave goodbye to the poor shepherd who's lost his sheep,
As I'm walking away, I have a thought and just blurt it out. So how long ago did the sheep go missing today?
today,
Yes.
well, he usually comes a little bit later in the afternoons, usually near the evenings. Or it usually comes, whatever it is. So I'm kind of just looking out for it. I'm hoping I find my sheep, but I don't know where they went.
Yeah, we keep walking out with some really useful information.
So as you're walking along, it does get really, it's really flat. It's unusually flat. And it's very green and luscious. It seems like really fertile land that you're walking on.
Can I roll a knowledge nature to see if I'm walking on someone's farmland?
Yeah, you can do that.
I roll a 4.
You think that this is a rocky terrain and that this is just awful farmland. Why would anyone build a farm or a pasture here? Like, what a fool that man, what a fool that shepherd was for building here.
I say out loud, man, this is some really rocky terrain. Why?
Could I do a knowledge nature check?
You can do a knowledge nature check.
Okay. So D20 plus 5 or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. I got 18.
So you notice that this is really fertile farmland and that in this area, the gracious greens are actually fed by the northern mountains of Tito. The northern Tito mountains are actually feeding this land and they're giving it life. All of the erosion that comes from the mountains comes down into the gracious greens through the rivers that lead to the left and to the right side, giving this land its gracious green name.
It's good to know.
I've lost one
I
of
say,
my sheep.
wow, this is really hard to walk around on this really rocky area.
I reiterate what Masato said, saying this land is given its nature by the mountain in the background, just the rivers pouring down from it, the erosion helping it sort of live. And I'm not really sure, Jorge, that you're looking at the right land here. Yeah.
Can I, since he rolled so high, can I just like close my eyes and rub them and then open them again and like realize that I was an idiot and or something
Yeah,
like
that's
that?
fine.
There's sun in
Yeah,
my
that's
eye.
fine. You can just be like, what was I thinking?
So we don't see any goblins. Do we see any trails? Can I roll a spot or something to see if I see any tracks?
Yes, you can look for tracks.
An 11.
So, plus anything?
It's included in.
Okay. So you notice a whole bunch of like little holes in the ground, and they're all going whatever which way. You can't tell which way they're going because there are just so many of them. You are standing in the middle of a pasture. However, the druid who knows nature may be able to tell which way some lost sheep might have gone.
Alright, what would that be? Would that be spot? Or what should I use for that?
Yeah, I would do, what's your survival skill? Or tracking?
Doesn't he have a track?
8. Yeah, okay, my survival skill is higher than that, so it's D20 plus 8. This is terrible.
So you also notice a whole bunch of tracks, and they're all going whatever which way. But the way that Mason...
Can I roll a gather information to see what the tracks are? If I notice what the tracks are?
Gather information would more be used for talking with people.
So I'm confused by how they all the tracks just go this way, that way.
So
I pick a direction and I say march, and I just go in the direction.
which direction do you go?
I'm
North,
heading
east, south, or west?
towards the mountain.
Towards the mountains to the west. Okay. So you start heading towards the Nag Champa Mountains. It's just a small, minuscule mountain range, but it's relatively peaceful there in that direction, as far as you know. Okay, so yes, you head towards that direction. The tracks start to disperse and get thinner and thinner. If you'd like to make another roll to find some more tracks, you can.
Yeah. 27. So that's a 19.
So
plus
you
8.
totally see one pair of sheep tracks, but also a dog. You notice a dog's
Okay.
footsteps.
I say sheep, dog, and I
It's a very large dog.
sheep, very large dog, march.
Okay. Everyone follows you, I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
As you're coming across, as you're getting closer to the Nag Champa Mountains, this is the location where Lord Melson wanted you to inspect. He wanted you to inspect just at the base of the Nag Champa Mountains. At this base, it's lightly rocky, just a little bit, and there are lots of like cedar and spruce trees just going up left and right across the mountain range. And there's a small trail leading up towards the very top of the mountain.
Okay. I turn around and look at my party members up the trail. I turn
Yeah,
back
up the
around
trail.
and continue back up the trail.
Yeah. I'll
You
follow.
don't even look back, you just start walking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I follow.
Everyone roll a listen check.
Ah. Where's my listen? Oh, it's second.
I roll a 12 plus 8, so a 20.
16.
Okay.
Roll the 13.
Okay. Jorge, Bo, Dravaltor. We're missing somebody.
I rolled a 12 and an 8, so a 20. It's Julian that has
I guess he
rolled.
doesn't want to roll. That's fine.
Where are we doing initiative?
Sorry, it's 11 and a 2, so I got a 13.
No, listen check, Julian.
Listen check.
Not initiative.
Was
Maybe in a second.
like,
Maybe in a
hey,
second.
Are we doing something
He's like,
important?
wait, are we doing combat? Do I get to slash things now?
I'm not really listening in general. It looks like
Yes, I can tell.
that was my listen
Oh.
check. Yeah.
So you guys notice a rustling. You hear like a couple rocks tumble down the mountain.
Does everybody hear?
Other
than-
Dravaltor and Jorge hear it.
Okay. I make like a signal like this, and I want to go and hide into bushes.
Okay. There's not a lot of cover, but there are trees you can hide behind. So you hide behind the trees. That's
Yeah.
fine.
And I'm rolling for my hind. So it's gonna be. I have a 9 on my hind.
Okay.
So 1 plus 9.
Okay. You, as far as you can tell, you are well
Sure.
hidden in the woods.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to find a bush and try to hide as well, so I'm not just standing in the
Alright.
open. I'm gonna roll.
So as you guys
Same.
are shuffling around, trying to hide in the bushes, going shh, 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 shh,
I got a 7.
trying to hide into the bushes, a very large wolf starts walking down the mountain. He's just casually taking a stroll. He's just walking down the mountain range.
I hid well.
You hide as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you roll you rolled a 17?
Yeah, I got a 17.
Okay. Plus your hide is 4, right?
My height is 2.
Okay, so it's 19.
I did.
No, he rolled.
No,
a
I
15
did
plus
D20 plus 2, so it's just 17.
Got it. Okay. God, that's weird still. Okay. So you, as being a druid, you skillfully just kind of like waltz into the bushes, and the bushes are like, hello. And you're like, hey, bushes. I'm just going to hide here for a second. While the other guys are like, bush! So as you skillfully hide, the wolf hears all this rough rustling and is like, he's looking out for you. And let's see. Bo and Jorge. Guess a number between 1 and 10.
8.
Bo? Bo!
Your mic's muted, dickhead.
Muted.
What number did you?
Hello?
What number did you guess?
I said
Yeah.
5.
So, the wolf hears Jorge first and starts heading towards him and trying to inspect what this peculiar noise is.
Poor guy.
So do I see the wolf going towards Bo?
He's heading towards you.
He's heading towards
Yes,
me.
he's heading towards you.
Do I see
this.
that?
How far away is the wolf from me?
He's about 40 feet.
30, 40 feet. Okay, so I'm hiding behind a tree, but I'm not really hidden. He's 30, 40 feet away. Is he running or walking or?
He's like,
Okay. I have a 1 on my climb, but I'm gonna risk. How tall's the tree?
tall's the tree? You're gonna climb up the tree. Okay.
Whoa!
The tree is about 35 feet.
Are there any
There
branches?
are
that
many
look sturdy
branches
enough
you
to
can
hold
climb
me?
up.
Okay. I want to climb up like 10
You want to
feet.
climb up 10 feet. Go ahead and roll a climb check.
Okay. To a nice sturdy branch that's not too high. 21.
Okay.
So 20
So
plus
you
1.
easily grab that first
Okay.
branch and you pull yourself up. You grab the second one and you pull yourself up, and you're standing on the first 2 branches of that tree. The dog barks at you.
Yeah.
Ah! What was that? Then he notices, because you're just standing out in the open, right, Fenkar? Kaladin?
I'm
But I'm standing
You're
around.
just
I'm like,
standing
wow,
out,
you
and
guys
he's
are really
barking at
handling
you.
this. He's barking at me. I draw my weapon.
Draw your weapon. Okay.
Whoa!
Alright, I draw my crossbow
Okay,
as
you
well.
draw your crossbow.
Can I see the
You
dog?
absolutely
Can I see the dog?
see the dog.
Does it look like my dog
It
dipshit?
does not look like your dog dipshit.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's not great. Yeah, I pull out my spear.
Okay, you pull out your spear. That's fine. All right. So then everyone
So the dog-
can roll initiative now, because you guys are now in combat, because you guys drew weapons.
Is that like D20 plus whatever the total
Yes.
is? Okay. No.
13 plus 4, 17.
That ain't great. That ain't great.
Okay. Who did we get?
I got an initiative of 5.
Bo got 17.
Amazing.
Jorge got 17. And Kaladin gets whatever I roll.
What? D20 plus 5.
Okay, so you got 15?
Yep.
Okay. The wolf goes first, and let's see, who does he choose? He will choose. So he's going to not choose the guy who's in the tree, because he knows he can't climb up a tree to try to eat you. So he's going to choose the guy out in the open, and he's going to run at Kaladin. He's going to run up at you, and he's going to try to pounce on you. So He runs up and he tries to pounce on you, but you easily block his feeble attempt to try to jump up on top of you.
You're not gonna show us the rolls?
He rolled a 3.
It would be fun if you showed the rolls in the chat. Okay, cool.
Okay, it's your. Who rolled the next one? It was Bojangles who got 17, right? Or Jorge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also had a
Okay,
17,
both of you
so
roll one
how
more
do you-
time. Whoever gets the higher number goes first, and then it's the other.
Just a D20, no
Yeah, just
additives?
D20. Whoa, go first.
Oh. Okay, I shoot him.
Go
with
ahead
my
and
hair.
roll a D20 for shooting him.
Roll. $21.
Oh wow.
Okay. So you go ahead and shoot him, and you shoot him right in the hind leg, and he yelps and he goes, "Oh!" And he's like, he's in pain and he's really hurting. He did not like that.
Okay, so now it's my turn. Okay, I want to hit him with one of my throwing knives.
Okay,
What?
you can throw your throwing knife at him. Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't roll damage, did you? Yeah,
Didn't.
please roll damage. We forgot damage.
Roll damage, and then you get like 3 times crit on a bow, right? Because you rolled a nat 20,
He rolled a
so
nat
bow
20?
crits are like.
Why
3
are there
times.
so many 20s?
I know. So strange. It says he rolled and everything, so if I do the same,
So how do
like roll a d20, I get like less than a 20. You know.
I got a 20 again?
No. What's your damage for
You
your
need to
crossbow?
save
Whoa, whoa,
those,
whoa,
man.
whoa,
You need
whoa,
to
whoa,
save
whoa.
those.
Whoa,
Calm
whoa, whoa.
down.
What's your damage for a crossbow on your character sheet? It should tell you. It should be like a 1d6.
Tell me that.
You didn't write it down, did you?
Negative. I do have the player's handbook up though.
No, don't worry about it. Give me a
Because I
second.
knew this was gonna
It's
happen.
gonna be a 1d6 probably.
Yeah, it was. I remember.
Okay, do a 1d6 and then multiply it by 2.
$12.
Okay. So you like break his left leg, and his hind leg is just gone. It's just done for. He's laying on the ground, but he's still trying to bite with it. He's still got his left leg, but you've murdered his right leg, and he's still trying to bite at Julian here, or Kaladin.
Okay. I throw a throwing knife at
Okay.
him, and I roll a 12 to hit.
Okay.
Do I hit?
On a 12? No, you don't hit on a 12. So you go ahead and throw your dagger, or your throwing dagger, right? Throwing knife?
Throwing knife.
So you go ahead and throw your throwing knife, and you throw it over him, and it goes over into the woods.
Okay.
It would be Jorge? No. Who's turn?
Was that a full action throwing my dagger, or can
You
I
can
climb
move.
out of the tree? Can I use my move action to get down out of the tree?
Yes, you can move to get down out of it.
Okay.
How like how much damage does it
Javaltor,
take?
did you roll for initiative?
Yeah, I rolled
5?
really badly. I got a 5. I think.
And Kaladin rolled 15. Kaladin, it's your turn.
I'm going. This one in front of
Yep.
me. I use a swift action and take the stance of bolstering. What is it called again exactly? My bolstering voice stance.
Okay.
I yell out, "Rally! Attack the creature!" And so if I strike this guy, all of you guys get +4 to your attack rolls
Oh, no.
onto the target I hit, and then I will strike him.
Just gonna miss.
Total 20.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Okay.
Nice.
Please murder him in any which way you like.
Sword down on its head.
So you.
What?
All right.
Straightforward downward strike towards the center of
All
the
right.
creature.
So you do a straightforward downward strike on top of this creature's head. You crack it right in two. Brains are out. He is out. Lights out. It's game over for this poor little wolf.
Nice.
Well, that was
It was
straightforward.
very straightforward. He was just one poor wolf. He didn't do anything wrong.
Would a wolf be considered nature?
Yes, it's nature.
Okay, can I do a knowledge nature on this wolf to see if his size match the big dog
Yes, absolutely.
size
Yes,
print?
absolutely.
Nature plus. Okay, 14.
So yes, they absolutely do match. They are the exact same footprints. But you also notice that this animal doesn't smell. He doesn't smell like a woodland animal. He's not dirty. He's actually clean and well kept. His hair is well cut.
Oh shit.
I say big dog dead.
Not gonna say anything about him
And then I
having
say-
really well kept.
Yeah, it's like, do you have any other information about it?
It's very clean.
It's clean? That doesn't make any sense. It's supposed to be. Was it like kept by someone?
Not sure.
Who could have just killed someone's dog?
Sanji!
We should leave.
Out of the top of the hill, at the very top of the hill, you see 5 sheep. And you see an orc. A very large orc. And he's crying and he's screaming and he's saying, "No! Sanji, no!"
My god, we killed this dog?
He is pissed. He is crying. He's sad. He has mixed emotions. He doesn't quite know what to feel. He's in between crying on the sheep's shoulder and in between charging at you.
How far away is this? So I'm out of the tree now. We had the dialogue.
100 feet.
He's 100 feet. How is it like a meandering path, like back and forth up the side of a mountain to get to him? Or
It's not very meandering. It's a little bit, but not a whole lot. It's relatively just straight. Just about.
Okay.
It has to wind through a couple
Are
of trees,
there-
but not too many.
Okay. So there's a couple of trees. Are there big rock faces?
So it's kind of like
Or
it's
is
kind of like a rock in a hard place. There are just 2 rocks on the side that are like circular, curved in, and so it's like a bottleneck as he comes out. But it's wide enough for like multiple people to pass through.
Okay.
Wait, am I still hidden within the bushes?
You're still hidden in the bushes.
Okay, sweet.
I say to the party, I put my hand up like this and I say, stay here, hold position, wait for him to come to us.
He yells out.
I wasn't planning
He
on
says,
going.
"Melinda, come out! Bring the kids! We need to kill our dinner tonight!" As he's crying. So, 1 large orc also comes out, and 2 meager baby orcs also come out of the cave, and they are now all running at you headlong, straight towards you. And the sheep. The sheep are in front. They are charging at you.
I say it's the rest of the party. I'm maybe we should just get out of here. I'm not cool with killing on someone else's kids. Even if it is an orc.
I think we should pick battles, and I don't feel like I'm gonna win this one.
Can I roll to persuade Bojangles
To do what? To attack?
to stay
Yes.
and fight?
You did do just a war cry.
Oh my god.
What was your diplomacy?
1.
4. Okay. So you've convinced him that this is probably a bad idea. And yeah, you should probably run. So, Bojangles, you should like get out of here, man. Like, what are you still doing here? That's basically what you say to him.
How intelligent are these orcs? Like, will they be able to find me hiding in a bush?
They're not really focused. They can't see you. All they see is Kaladin, who has just murdered their dog.
Rally! I cry desperately.
Okay.
So much
Rally.
desperately.
You can rally one more time. Please roll.
I'm just saying it for character, but if you want me to roll something, I can roll my charisma.
If you want to. If you want to rally so you can fight.
12.
What that does.
What's your charisma?
Chris plus 4. No, that was my total after adding the plus
Gosh,
4.
you guys keep doing
So I
that.
rolled an
Okay.
8 and adding 4 to that gets me 12.
So you just yell out rally like normal. You're standing there, still
Yeah.
stern, ready to fight.
I'm like, all I'm basically saying is, let's fight this guy.
Alright, I'll turn around and start engaging in combat.
Okay, so you turn around.
The
You
orcs.
actually haven't moved at all.
But from afar, like I'm not gonna like be at the front, but I'll stand back
That's
behind.
where you should be. That's where
Kaladin.
you should be. You're a bard. Would you
I
like
sigh
to
and stay put.
inspire courage, bard? Would you like to inspire courage, bard?
Sure, I'll play my fucking tune of playing courage. I'm only supposed to do it once a day, but
This might be a good time to use it.
I already used it whenever we left.
It's a big goblin creature, right?
No, this is an orc. You're fighting one male.
Oh, this
You're
is
fighting
orcs.
2 orcs.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
a big
you're
orc.
fighting 2 orcs, 2 small orcs, and apparently 5 sheep.
Masada? Zach thinks he already used his inspire.
Yeah, before we left.
When?
Before we left the city. Or like just as we left the gates to like walk away.
I just said, do you want to just like sing a song of victory? Because
Oh,
you're
okay.
a bard.
I thought you
Bards
meant to
just
use
like
my
playing
actual
music.
feet.
That's what they do. They just play music and they're like la da la da la. You won the battle. La da la da la. The other dude sucks.
Sounds good.
Okay, so inspire courage. Do you know what that does?
No idea.
You should know. Inspire courage, +1. A bard with 3 receive a +1 morale bonus on saving throws against charm and fear. Okay, so you guys are not going to be fearful of this attacking force. Okay, same initiative, right? So it went.
So, I want to climb back up in the tree.
Back into the tree.
My god.
Okay, do a roll for climbing back into the tree.
Total of 10.
Total of 10. So you try to reach up to the tree, and you grab onto it with one arm, but you can't quite get the other one up, so you're just hanging there with one arm.
Okay.
Okay, so now it is Bojangles' turn. They are still charging at you. They're all just kind of like charging in a herd. They're about 6.
The sheep are the first ones to hit
the
us,
sheep are the
right?
first ones in front.
I'll shoot the first
Okay, you
sheep.
shoot the first sheep.
Okay. If I throw a dart, will they be able to see me?
Once they get within like
I got a 21.
10 feet, I'm gonna make you re-roll, and they'll probably see you.
Okay.
You got a 21? Roll for damage.
Oh wow.
6.
6?
6.
Okay, You hit the first sheep
It's not
in
bad.
like its left shoulder, and it's still charging along, but it's slowed down, and now it's in the back of the pack because it's too slow to run with the rest of them.
Great.
Next, it's gonna be Dravoltor's, right? No, you rolled a 5, so
Yeah.
it's Kaladin.
Oh.
Okay, distance to nearest small orc.
Nearest small orc is behind the 2 sheep. So you've got 4 sheep in front, male orc left, female orc right, and then one of the little orcs is on the left, and then the other one's right behind the male orc. And they're all coming down this way, and you guys are facing the other way up towards them.
Where's the fifth?
He's in the
sheep?
back. He had to slow down because he, got hit. What would you like to do, Kaladin?
How far away were the sheep again? I missed.
They're
I missed
60
that
feet away
detail.
now.
60 feet away. Okay. 60 feet away. Okay. And they look. It sounds like they're like dashing, so like moving probably 60 feet at least around.
They'll be
Okay,
here once his turn is done. Once Dravoltor's turn is done.
Okay. I take an action to refresh my maneuvers since I forgot to do that earlier, so that I can jump again if
Okay.
I need to. I'll just
Dravoltor,
wait.
it's your turn.
I throw my darts, so I just do a d20 for that.
Yeah, just do your d20.
Do it. Okay.
Plus your, what is your base attack?
Attack. Attack bonus or
Your attack
damage.
bonus.
Wait, I don't have my attack bonus written down.
Your attack bonus is now
I
0.
don't get the attack bonus. Okay. So it's just 16.
What are you shooting at again?
Okay. The sheep.
Shooting at one of the sheep? Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, that's just 1d4. So just 1d4 or just d4?
Just 1d4. And then, yeah. You'll add your strength to that.
Plus my strength,
strength
it would be strength -1.
So you do 3 damage to the front,
So
one of the
three.
front sheep. You hit him on like, you hit him from the side, and he's still running. He's all right. Okay, the sheep have now arrived, and Kaladin, since you're the first thing they see, they're all gonna try to run and charge into you. They're all trying to ram their horns into you.
The sheep are grabbing their horns. Oh no.
Yeah, the whole front herd of 4 are trying to ram into you.
Oh boy.
Okay. What's your armor class?
17.
Ooh, okay. Okay, so one of the sheeps. So there are 4 sheep. The left one was injured by Dravoltor, and that one tries to charge at you, but because he's so far on the left, he can't actually hit you. And then the 2 middle sheep, they both charge at you, but you skillfully evade them, and you just jump back and jump to the side, and you dodge that one. But as you jump back, the middle sheep sucker punches you right in the gut, and he does 3 points of damage.
3 points damage on me? 3 points damage on me? Got it.
And then the orcs are right behind them. So the 2 orcs, the baby orcs, are still far on the behind. So the other 2 orcs are going to try to charge at... Let's see. You're stuck up in the tree. You're half dangling out of the tree. So the male orc's like, that looks like easy prey. So he's going to run up to you and try to attack you.
Can I use my high dexterity to attempt an evasion?
You can let go and defend yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, you
I'll do
let
that.
go of the tree branch. Okay. So he does a side swipe right at you as you let go, and you quickly draw your sword and you block his attack. And I'm gonna need Dravaltor to roll a hide check.
Okay.
Okay. So the female orc totally sees you. And she's like, "Ooh, there's one hiding in the bushes."
Nope. At D20 plus 2. So that's D22. Yeah, I got 22. Yeah, I got 22.
She also rolled a crit. So roll again.
What do you my damage? Okay.
So she almost sees something, but then she's like, "Where'd it go?" Because you're a druid, you like talk to the bush and you're like, "Grow leaves, make me hide quicker." And so the bush is like, "We'll be quiet now." And you just like phase back into the bush, and she's like, so she's coming towards you and she's looking for you. She doesn't know what's in the bush, but she knows something's in the bush.
Right.
The two little goblins or the little orcs are just hiding back.
Can I use Reach for free action?
You want to do what for free action?
Speech.
Yeah, you can just say a sentence or so.
I want to scream out in orc. I want to say, "I'm going to bathe naked in your blood."
You can do that.
Okay.
Success.
All right, let me see. No. No, that's too much. Okay. All right. So you say that, and he gets very angry at you. He is focused on murdering you and you alone now. You have successfully taunted him.
Yeah.
Okay. So, it's still your turn. You just spoke.
Okay. So I have my katana in my hand. I just blocked him. How much taller than me is he?
He's about 2 feet taller than you.
Okay. Does he have like a big belly?
He's really fit, actually. He's pretty fit.
Okay, I'm just going to attack him with my
Alright.
katana.
You roll
A 12 to hit.
All right. So, as you try to strike him with your katana, he jumps away, and then he comes out right back, and he's ready to strike you. Right, one more time. He's ready to go. So you miss him.
Okay.
It is Bojangles' turn.
Is anybody running at me or engaging me?
You're
in
far in the
combat?
back, dude. No one's bothering with you.
Great. As far as I know. Okay.
So,
I'll shoot at the orc that's attacking Jorge.
good. Okay.
My
Go for it.
Got a 15.
Okay. So you go ahead and shoot the orc. You successfully hit him.
And I got a
You
7 damage.
So you go ahead, as he's ready to strike, you shoot him in his right arm, and it's like, he starts yelling out, and he's "Ugh!" right? And so he kind of stumbles back a little bit. Good shot, solid shot.
So now he's no longer primed to attack me.
Right.
Okay.
It's gonna be Drivaltor.
Okay. Is the like
The mother orc
still,
is like
orc still trying to kill?
she's like right on top of you.
Okay. Can I shove a spear into her face?
Try to shove a spear into her chest.
Okay. I can try to do that. Okay. So D20. Yes. 19.
Solid
19.
hit.
Okay. I'm gonna say that word. Roll for damage. That'd be 1d8.
Okay. 8 minus 1, so that's 7 damage. You solidly strike her right in the gut, and she's like, She tries to ready her weapon, and she gets ready to strike. And just whatever's in the bush. She's about to just destroy whatever's in the bush. Kaladin. Kaladin.
Alright.
What would you like to do, Kaladin? You've got a sheep to your left, a sheep to your right, a sheep to the middle. You're just surrounded by sheep.
For the sheep. For the
Big,
sheep.
fluffy
Down
sheep.
the middle. Down the middle.
Down the middle, you're going to strike the dude who hit you. All right.
That's right. That's right. Oh, that didn't really work. Oh, that didn't really work.
Nope.
Nope. I will hold my ground for the moment.
You just attempted an attack, though.
Yes, and then I will. That's it. That's all I'm doing.
So you attempted an attack. You swung your sword. You went wide over the top of the sheep's, cutting the sheep's hair off, the little fur. And there's lots of little fluffies going in the air. You may sneeze in the future. Okay. So you're ready. And then it's going to be the sheep's turn. So, every single one of the sheep, they're all trying to hit you, but they're very uncoordinated. They're trying to bite and nip at you, but you're just like, I'm ready, I'm defending, I'm good to go. And they can't get a hit off on you.
Nice.
And then it's the male. Okay. So, the male, since he stumbled backwards, he can't use his primary weapon, so he's gonna punch you. He's just gonna punch you right in the face.
Okay.
Oh. How much health do you have?
I have 10 health.
10 health?
Yes.
Okay, that's lucky. So, he punches you right in the face. You go flying back like 15 feet. And you take 6 points of damage.
Okay. Non-lethal. Okay.
Non-lethal damage, that's right.
Okay.
It's gonna be the woman's turn. She's... Okay. So she swipes, and she goes wide, and she hits a tree that also happens to be next to the bush. She chops the tree in half, and she misses the bush.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn.
It's gonna be
I can cast a spell.
yeah, you can cast a spell. You can cast Cure Light Wounds on Jorge. Jorge, it is your turn.
Okay. So I'm 15 feet away from the
That's
male
right.
orc now. Okay, so who in my back beside Kaladin now?
Yeah, you were
or-
closer to Kaladin. That's right.
Okay. So I'm flanking the sheep, or
If you'd like to flank
because
one of
they're
the sheep,
focused on
yes,
him.
absolutely, you can flank the sheep.
Yeah, I would like to do a slashing motion with the katana to do like multiple target damage.
Absolutely, you can totally do that. Go.
Okay.
How many targets are you trying to hit?
The ones that are directly in front of me. There's what, two? I'm assuming.
There are 3 in total on the right side, and there's 1 on the left. You can hit the 2 on the right, yeah.
I roll a 15 to hit.
Okay, yeah. You totally can roll for damage.
I roll a 10. So I do
Plus
10
your
damage.
strength.
Strength is 1. Or strength is 12, so I have a plus.
Okay. Yeah, so because you have 1 strength, you do 0 damage. Okay, you said you had 1 strength. I was...
No.
Okay, so you do 11 damage to both of the sheep because katanas are really good at just slicing things, and you hit both of them. And you just chop them in half.
Yay!
The other 2 sheep look over, and they're like, "Bah, bah, bah," and they flee the battle. Bah! So the sheep are fleeing the battle.
Nice.
Kaladin, you know it's Bo.
So we've only injured the one orc, right?
Right. That you've injured both of the orcs. One has a spear in its gut. The other got his right arm injured.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot the one with the arm injured.
You're not gonna save the druid.
What is he?
Thanks, man.
Are you actually like? Okay.
I wouldn't consider him like super danger, but it's gonna be Kaladin and Jorge versus the male orc, and then just the druid by himself against the female orc.
Okay, then I'll shoot her. Can you try to finish her
Okay.
off? $18.
You totally hit with your crossbow.
Shit. 7.
Nice.
Okay, so you hit her right in the gut as well, and she is profusely bleeding out now. She is really injured, and she's stumbling.
Nice.
She's about to go down, but she gets 1 more hit if nobody kills her next. So it's going to be Drivaltor.
I only have my darts left. Okay, I throw a dart at her.
Okay, you throw a dart at her. Point blank range. Go for it.
Okay, 14, so... I got a 14 on the hit. The damage would be 1d4. Does that hit? That's a 14?
Yeah, so 14 will hit. Okay, you do 3 damage. You stab her in the gut 1 more time, and she stumbles backward and dies.
Yes.
It is now Kaladin's turn.
Keep in front of me.
All right,
I try again to challenge a sheep to a bout of honorable combat.
You try to battle the fleeing sheep. The sheep have already fled.
I rolled
They have turned tail.
This didn't work. There's a male orc.
Okay. Oh, the sheep fled. Okay, yeah. How far away is the orc?
He is 15 feet away from you guys.
All right. I charge the orc. I don't charge the orc, but I run to the orc and try to
Okay.
attack it.
Please roll.
I did an attack roll already.
You rolled a 10.
I rolled a 10.
Okay. So as you charge up to the, not the sheep, as you charge up to the orc, you go, ah, whoosh, and whiff. You didn't measure the distance just right, and you missed him.
GG. Alright, that's it.
Okay, it's now the orc's turn. The orc, being incompetent, fails to hit you. He goes ahead and uses his right arm, the injured one, and he tries to swipe you, but he goes wide. And he fails to hit you. Kaladin, it's your turn. No, Jorge, it's your turn.
I want to run over to the dead female and like take her blood and like pour it all over me, and then scream out a war cry in orc.
Okay, you can do that. Yeah, you can do that. Go for it.
Okay,
I need you
so
to roll
I
a
rush
die
over
to do it,
this-
though. I want you to roll a die.
Okay. Just a D20.
Just a d20. I just want to see what you get.
Oh, 17.
You very, very successfully cover yourself in the female orc's blood, and it enrages and causes the other orc to go into a berserking bloodlust rage.
And I scream out an orcish roar, an orcish war cry.
Oh my god.
It is Bojangles' turn. So as you are all watching this, you all notice that Jorge covers himself in orc blood, probably going to get a disease, and scream out a orcish war cry.
Alright, so I'll roll to shoot the orc, the male
Okay.
orc. I got a 9.
You shoot it far left of him. Doesn't even come close. Dravaltor.
I move to grab my spear and throw it at the male.
Okay, so yeah, solid. Go for it.
Okay. Let's go. And then
So 4 times 2 is 8. Okay. So you peg him right in the chest, left side, straight through. The spear goes straight through him and lands into a tree just behind him. Because of his bloodlust rage, he's just even more angry. It's like the more damage you do to him, the more angry he gets. Kaladin, it is your turn.
Alright.
I use the maneuver leading the attack, which does the effect of the stance I was talking about before. I mistyped it on
Got
my character sheet. The bolstering voice stance gives +2 will saves, and +4 to fear saves.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
So you just say pretty words and bolster everyone's morale so they can do better attack.
And then leading the attack. If I hit my attack, it'll be good. So I try to strike the orc.
What happens if you whiff? Is it a -2 penalty?
Nothing happens if I whiff. I think it turned out all right though. That's a crit. I crit on 19 and 20.
Okay, you crit. Please do damage.
7 times 2, 14 damage.
You do 14 damage. You do a clean cut from his weak arm to his strong right leg and just slice him right into a diagonal. He flounders to the ground like a flopping fish, laying there, squirting blood everywhere. He says, "Belinda," and dies. The 2 small orcs have already fled the scene. They're terrified, running away.
I want to chase. Can I chase? I want to chase.
You have 6 health left.
If you would like to give chase,
Or 4 health left.
you may give chase, but they have a good head start on you. They have already fled with the sheep.
Oh.
Which direction did they go in?
The sheep went south towards the village.
Okay, where did the children go?
They went back up, hiding into the cave.
If I were to yell out something in Orc, will they hear me?
No.
How close would I need to get for them to hear me?
50 feet to the cave.
50 feet to the cave, and how
You're
far
about
am I
100
from
feet
the
from the
cave?
cave. Or 115.
Okay, I want to move within hearing distance so that they'll hear me.
Okay.
And I want to scream out in Orc, I've killed your mother, your father, and you will be next.
Oh dear.
Holy shit.
You can roll a listen check.
And I'll roll a listen. And then
You hear
So 17?
light whimpering inside the cave.
Bring the kids their head and then just walk away.
I turn around to my party and say, "Come forth, there's still more battle." And I start going up towards the cave.
Okay. You can head up towards the cave. Is it just you, or is it anyone else?
Huh?
Are the rest of you following him?
I want to collect my weapons first.
Go ahead and
My
that's
spear
a good
gun.
idea. Go ahead and collect your ammunition and your weapons.
Yeah. Alright. Do I have to roll for
No, just collect them.
Okay. Sweet. Alright, and then I head up with him. Before grabbing the head of whatever one I can. Show a kid incite fear. I feel like that's fine.
Dear. Alright, so it's just the two of you. You guys both go up, and you get to the entrance of the cave.
I'm covered in their
You're
mother's
covered
blood.
in their mother's blood. Bo and Kaladin, what do you guys do?
Combat's over? Combat's over?
Yes.
Yeah, we harvest.
We're trying to kill children.
You're trying to what? You're trying to what?
Kill the children, Anakin Skywalker style.
Oh my god. I mean, I'm looting. I'm looting now.
You're looting the orcs?
I'm gloriously looting the
Are
corpses.
you looking for anything in particular on their bodies?
Anything gold.
While he's looting, I'm going to use the watching
Okay.
for a minute.
Any kind of valuables, weapons, anything I think I can use. I don't expect to find a lot, but it's worth checking.
So, one of the things you do find is blood-soaked bread.
I can cure that.
Yeah,
Okay.
they have a piece of bread on
Okay.
them. There is a piece of cheese
fine.
that is also blood-soaked. You find 26 gold pieces on both of them, like combined,
All right.
and some red cloth.
Do we have to split that up between our party of 4?
I mean, if you want to.
Is it
You are the
silver
one
form?
looting. You have all the gold in your hand. There really wasn't a whole lot on these guys. There might be something more inside of the cave.
I'm back.
He got about 26 gold pieces, some blood-soaked bread, a piece of cheese, and some red cloth. What are you going to do now?
I'm just gonna go into the cave and see if I can not kill the children with these two idiots. But just try to see if I can find anything of value.
Okay. So inside the cave,
Anakin Skywalker.
you notice that. So if you walk forward, there's a wall to the cave entrance, and you'll have to walk to the right and then snake around back to the left, back into the cave. So you can't actually see what's inside. You can only see that there's a walkway to the right and to the left. So you just want to go walking in straight in?
Are you asking Bo or
Whoever wants to go inside the cave first.
I'll lead the march. I'll lead in with a war cry. Your time is running out.
Roll a reflex save.
And a reflex. Is that just reflex? That's that. So that's a d20 plus 6. I roll 14 total.
Okay, so you notice that there's a like a big giant wooden log, and it's going whoosh, and you jump back out of the way, and you do a limbo right underneath the wooden log as it's about to swipe your head off.
Okay. Can I roll a spot check to see if there's any other traps, or do I see anything else? Someone trying to hide in the shadows or anything?
Yeah, you can roll a spot check.
22.
So you notice that there are sharpened sticks and like caltrops laid about at the front entrance. They're actually relatively easy to get around. They're more like not jumping jacks. They're more like jacks, really. Just really large jacks.
Yeah. Okay, I say to my party members, careful, there's traps. Follow me.
Really? They look more like children's toys than actual weapons.
Man, what are we walking into here?
A massacre.
Oh my god.
Of the Jedi Knight.
Hey,
Okay.
Jorge, what does your god represent?
Give me a moment and I will pull him up and tell you. You wanted an actual wiki page, or is 1D4chan good enough?
1D4chan's fine.
Okay.
Could be right back.
Saint Cuthbert is characterized as a staunch opponent of evil, zealous and driven deity who values discipline, honesty, zeal, and pragmatism.
Pragmatism. Okay. So you guys go ahead and walk into the cave. Who's a human here? Ah, they both left. Because he was looking up things.
If we're in the cave and it's dark, by the way, I'm having a torchlight, and I'm wielding that
Yeah,
instead of my shield.
go ahead and please light a torch, because it's dark in the cave. Orcs have, like, dark vision. You guys do not.
I'm an elf. I'm an elf. I have low
You
light.
have low light vision, but you need a light source.
No, I can't.
He lit a torch. You guys can see just fine.
Okay.
So I'm still leading the way. Which side did we go down?
So there was only one way you could go. It was like, it's like they built a wall to protect it from the cold. So yeah, so then you go out to the right, and then you swing around that wall and go in further.
Okay.
And so on the inside, you see, like, lots and lots of loom tools and fabrics and fur and wool. And then you see 4 beds and like a little doggy bed too, just off into the corner on the right side, where the 4 beds are laid across on the left side. There's a loom in the middle to the left of the doggy bed, and then there's a small little trunk across each of the beds. You don't see the children just yet.
Can I do a
Do a spot check.
Okay. I can find it. Spot. So 1d20 plus 7.
Mm-hmm. So you notice that there are 2 children. They're hiding in the leftmost back bed. They're hiding underneath the beds.
I signal to Jorge, the children are, but then I tell them to stop as I slowly walk over and hang the head over the children. Terrible person. Oh my god. I'm gonna grab some pizza.
All right, so you go ahead and hold their mother's head, still dripping with dark green ooze blood and brain fluid leaking out. And you hear more whimpering.
Can I go up to Drivoltor and take the head out of his hands?
Yes, you can attempt to do.
And I want to scoop all of the insides, like the brain matter and the bones and stuff. I want to take it all out. So it's just like
You would have to
all
cut
bones.
the
So
head
it's just
open
like
first.
What do you mean? Like I want to wear it as a mask and put it on and go.
You would
I'm
have to
Superman.
cut. You would have to be very precise and cut it. It would be a very difficult check.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to do that. Did Drivoltor here?
You're
Watch
standing
this.
right over the beds, right? So they can see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Would that be survival? Can I use survival
No,
as a
it's a
bonus
D20.
to
Just
that
roll a
because I'm
straight up
crafting?
D20.
Or what about a craft?
Just roll a straight up
Can I use a
D20.
craft?
It's a straight up D20 roll. Okay. As you maim the already dead face, you fail to get any good cuts, and you hear a sudden "Fa-doom!" Both of the beds at the same time as you initiate the cut, they fall on top of you. You need to roll a reflex save. Drivolta, you both need to roll a reflex save.
D20 plus the reflex.
I got 19.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh god, this is gonna suck.
Nice. You both succeed in your reflex saves, and you guys both jump back from the falling beds. Dust and wool and Hay goes everywhere. You can't see anything anymore. It's too dusty in the building, and the light is just making it worse. It's like glare. It's as if you were looking without your glasses.
I roll a 28 on my spot check, so a 20 plus 8.
Okay. You clearly see both of them. They are charging at you.
Okay. Are they both, if I take my katana and slash, because I was already wielding it. If I take
No,
my
actually,
dagger to cut
don't
off
kill
the
them.
face.
Knock them out.
You were wielding your dagger to cut the face. You have the head in your left hand and the dagger in the right, right? You wouldn't be cutting it with a katana.
Also, what I wanted to use, because it's sharper than the dagger.
That wouldn't make sense. You wouldn't do it with a katana.
Seriously, as I'm totally being honest with you, as I told you that I pictured myself with the katana holding it like.
That's why you failed the roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, no, don't kill them though. We need to teach them a lesson.
I'm totally going to kill
Okay,
them.
so they get to go first because you had to jump back.
Okay.
So they're gonna roll. What's your...
As a free action, could I tell them that they're attacking me? Could I just yell out they're attacking me?
No, not yet.
Okay.
What's your armor class?
18.
Okay. So both of the kids, they try to claw at you with their claws. One of them, like, he just tries to get around you to your left side and tries to claw you, but he only gets like a part of your clothes and he just kind of misses and whiffs. And the other one gets real close. Okay. He gets like right in your face and you can just like dodge back.
Okay.
We are in combat now. You both need to roll initiative.
Oh god.
I roll a 12.
Oh god. I got a 3. That's brave. I don't care.
Okay. It goes Jorge. You get to go first.
Okay. So there's one hanging on to me, trying to swipe at my face.
He's right in front of you, trying to swipe at your face.
Okay. Can I like lift one of my legs up and just like boot him, like front kick?
Yeah.
Kick him in the balls.
I want to front kick him, like right
in the solar plexus,
in like center mid.
Yeah, I got you.
So that would be flat. No, touch. What do I add to this? Because how do I do this melee?
It's a melee attack, so it's that plus your strength. It's a D20 plus your strength.
D20 plus my strength plus the melee bonus attack.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Clicky.
22. So a nat 20 plus.
So you kick him right in the solar plexus. He goes flying back into the wall and hits the wall and falls down.
Okay. Can I speech as a free action?
Yeah.
Okay.
I accidentally kicked whoever was in the channel.
You what?
You kicked Aunt May.
Why did you kick Aunt May? What are you doing?
I was trying to turn off like the video from there, or like not have to see it, so I could like focus on you guys. And apparently disconnect means kick.
Yes, disconnect means kick.
So sorry about that. I will write a formal apology to them if I can find them in the chat. Let's see.
You'll have to move Aunt May back. She's not able to move it herself.
How do I do that?
You don't have the power.
Yeah.
Well, you might. I don't know. Okay. So.
As my speech.
Paladin and
What's
for my reaction, I want to say to the other orc, I say, "You're next."
Paladin.
In orc.
Do you do anything, or Bo? Do you do anything?
Do I see the baby orc trying
You
to
hear
attack?
commotion. It's really hard to see anything. If you rolled a good spot check, you would. But you hear commotion and a large thud and someone crying in the corner.
Okay, I'm gonna try to roll spot check.
Okay.
I have a torch. What do I see?
What do you roll? You see dust.
I had a 9.
Bojangles rolls a 9.
Yeah, you just see dust. You can see vague figures in front of you, to the right and to the left, but for the most part, it's just dust.
Are you adding your skills to your rolls, Zach? I don't think he's adding his spot skill to his roll.
I should be 11.
You both see dust. You vaguely make out figures. One of them appears to be holding a shiny weapon. A very delicate and pretty shiny weapon. Maybe not delicate, but... You guys do anything, or are you just gonna watch this? Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll move closer to try to see with my torch.
I'll move closer as
As
well.
you guys walk closer, the scene becomes a little clearer. You see a half-skinned off face of an orc lying on the ground. You see Jorge with his katana, who had just kicked one of the other orcs in the solar plexus back into the wall.
These are orcs, not goblins, dude. They have some level of intelligence and sentience. Should
Can I roll a diplomacy just to stop them from attacking?
Yeah, you can roll a
It's not gonna
diplomacy.
work anymore.
What was our point of being here? We were scouting for goblins, not orcs.
That's right, you were scouting for goblins, not orcs.
We killed their dog, though.
They didn't even kill the sheep. They kept them alive because they were like, oh, these are cute sheep. We can make beds.
I got a 7.
You're terrible. And even with this.
You also murdered about 3.5 of the sheep.
Yeah.
You were supposed to...
Wait, what do you mean 3
You were supposed to return them.
Let's not worry about that. Roll this 7.
Okay, what was your roll for? Diplomacy?
Yeah.
You failed to convince them that they should stop attacking. Yeah. That was a bad roll. It's the other dude's turn. So, that other orc to your right, he tries to claw at you. And he claws right at your, face level, and he claws right over your face, down through your throat for 5 damage.
He's at -1 now, isn't he?
That is correct.
It is now Travolta's turn.
Can I shove a spear inside the child that just
Yes,
clawed?
you may attempt to shove a spear. It's close quarters, so it's not as easy.
Okay. I mean, just stab him.
Yeah, you can just try to stab him.
Okay. Oh, shit. Kill this head.
Yeah, that's not quite enough. So you try to stab him, but because it's so close quarters, it's kind of hard to hit him. And you don't quite get him, so you just miss him off to the left. Would you other two, would you like to do anything?
Yeah, that'd be great.
We're attacking kids or
That's
something
right.
right now?
You can choose to attack the kids, or
Yes,
you can
children,
try a
children.
diplomacy check because they speak common.
Guys, ceasefire. We're not bandits. Cease the attack.
They're mother and father.
And I jangled their dead mother's decapitated head, and I still tried to slice it open to where her face came out.
Now you're on the ground bleeding out.
Druid, why don't you use heals?
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. I would, but it's not really my turn.
What's your character's line again? Is it chaotic neutral or something?
It's chaotic neutral.
Mine?
It may turn to evil.
That's what this is.
It feels like it's turning evil quite quickly
Yeah,
right
seriously.
now. Well, I'm quite opposed to this.
So you may try a diplomacy
Okay, fine.
check and to try to cease the combat and the hostilities.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, so I'm like ceasefire. Like try to calm down my allies and the other
Alright, go
guys.
for
Whatever.
it.
I'll roll diplomacy. I have a plus. Diplomacy. +8.
You should be fine.
Maybe.
Yeah. So you successfully convince everyone to stop attacking one another and just leave the kid alone.
Damn it.
I'm unconscious though, so I don't hear this presumably
Right. You
We're
are
dragging-
unconscious.
speech.
So
I think we're gonna drag you out.
you're gonna get
That's what we're
dragged
gonna do.
out.
And I'm not sharing my gold with you.
So, the kid orc picks up your katana, and he he goes against the wall, and he's like just hiding against the wall, just terrified.
I set my weapon down and my torch, and I would like to approach the kid. Say, hey, look. Or hold on. Actually, first, I want to show our bard the bread and ask, can you cure this so I can have something to offer in peace?
Sure.
Can you clean it?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
Do you clean it?
Me?
Do you do it? I need you to hear the
Yeah,
hear you say you do. Okay.
Yeah. I can use purify food and drink.
Please do.
Roll
Okay.
for that or what?
I think you just is it a level 0 spell or like?
Yeah, it's a level 0 spell.
Okay, yeah, I think you can cast it once of those a day.
Yeah. We'll just can't cast it now.
Okay, cool. All right, I'll go up to the kid with the bread and cheese, now pure, now very clean, and like, hey, look, I don't want to hurt you. Here's some food. Here's some food. Why didn't you put the sword down?
Why should I trust you? You just murdered my parents!
I didn't.
Get away from me!
He did, and he's gonna get a beating. Here's
Can
some
I beat him?
food.
Can I kick him?
And I back away. What's that?
Can I kick him? Can I beat him?
You can kick him one time. You can kick him
Okay.
one time, and that's it.
He's gonna.
Put the sword, but you have to put the sword down first.
He drops the sword on the ground. He just drops it.
Okay.
Runs over. And he kicks you for 1 point of damage.
Wait, who?
He kicks you right in the nuts.
Tyler.
Oh!
For only 1 point.
All right. We're all good. We can all be calm now. We're all fine here now.
He lied. He's gonna do it again. He only does.
Wait, that's an action. If I see he's not backing down, I want to go grapple him and like pick him
Okay,
up.
you can grapple him. If you saw all of your parents
Alright.
and your brother murdered, would you back down? No.
Oh, so I did kill his brother when I kicked him, eh?
You're a terrible person.
As far as we know, he's dead, man.
Can I heal the kid? Or try to? Or is he just dead?
I mean, you can try, but the other kid's not gonna let you. He's not gonna let you touch him.
True. I'd fuck that. I'm not gonna try.
I think making
Kaladin,
sure
did
that
you
they're
just roll a
dead,
20? Kaladin, did you just roll a 20? What did you... Please roll. You're going to grapple him?
Rolled anything for the grapple. Yeah, I was trying to read grapple rules.
Just grapple, add your grapple.
Oh, grapple is a skill.
Oh, grapple
I
is a
get
skill.
it. No, it's like a... Just roll a d20, add your grapple.
That's strength.
Yeah, it's strength.
That's 20, alright.
That's
So-
funny. All right.
You grab him. Are you gonna like push him back, shove him back? You just grab onto him.
I don't know. Shove. It's more like pick up, place
Got it. So
elsewhere.
you pick him up and you place him back on one of the beds. Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then we start
And then
taking
we start taking our leave. Or I kindly encourage our allies
You
to take our
kindly
leave.
encourage everyone to get out of their cave, out of their home.
Yeah, I mean, we did get attacked.
I mean, we did get attacked, so defending ourselves, of course. But at this point, like,
No,
we don't need
the
to do
wolf
this.
never attacked you. He was walking. He was like trying to inspect and figure out what you guys were doing.
We're terrible
He
people.
saw the dude in the
Shit.
bush hanging, dangling from the tree, and he was like, "What is that? What is he doing?"
And then
We're fucking
you.
We're fucking evil.
Oh, it's my fault.
Attack.
All right. Rip.
We're like actually terrible people. This is a great day.
So does
Uh,
everyone
understand.
leave politely the cave?
We leave the cave.
I leave. I leave.
I'm just gonna pretend what I done was a adrenaline fueled blood.
For
So
some,
you're just gonna leave me unconscious on the floor. You're not gonna heal me. You're not gonna drag me along. You're not.
that's
gonna
up
carry
for
me.
Kaladin. Will probably take you out last. Right?
I don't know. Should we just leave him there?
No, he's in our party. He's in our party.
Fine.
He might be chaotic evil.
He might be chaotic evil, but
He's our chaotic evil bastard.
he's our chaotic evil bastard.
How could it all go so wrong? Oh dear. Oh.
I now understand how people enjoy just messing.
So, on your way out, at the left, as you're walking out of the cave, there's the wall to your right, and then there's the wall to your left. Yeah, I guess you just walk. Fuck, dude. Yeah, you just walk out. You're dragging him out, right?
Yeah, I'm dragging.
Are
Yeah,
you
I'm
dragging
dragging
him
our-
across the caltrops?
Our mutual friend here out. Well,
Should I not
picking up
be
whatever.
needing to do saves here? Or?
No, you're only at negative 1 HP, 2 HP. They'll heal you in time. You'll be okay.
I want to be healed now.
Are you gonna drag him across the caltrops?
No.
Okay, you
No.
pick him up
Yeah.
and
Do it, yeah.
pick him up, and you guys all exit the cave. And you look down, and there's just blood just coating the bottom half of the mountain, and it's just like draining that way. Sheeps are cut into pieces, cut in half. People just sliced into smithereens. It was a massacre.
We should probably leave before people catch on to what we've been doing.
We should probably leave.
We should probably leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. In what direction would you like to leave? Would you like to head back towards the farmer's town? Or towards the goblin area?
Let's head towards the goblin.
Let's head towards the goblin area. I'd like to prepare or cast a spell on Jorge.
Okay.
Specifically.
Would you like to stabilize
light
him
wounds.
first?
Alright.
Wait, what?
Wait,
Would you like
what?
to stabilize him first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No idea what that means.
No idea what that means.
Use your
Sounds
heal
good.
spell. Use your heal spell. Or your heal ability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So D20.
So D20 plus whatever the fuck that is.
If I can get to it.
If I can get to it.
Heal.
Heal.
All right, you
D20
successfully
plus
stabilize him, and
Okay.
then you just want to cast your heal ability right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do your heal spell. Roll your dice. Should be a 1d8 plus your caster level.
1d8.
So it's 1d8 plus my level. So
plus 0 or
so
1?
plus 0 or 1.
1. Your level is 1. You're a level 1 druid.
Oh, that's
Oh,
You're
that
at
was
9 HP. You are now awake. You are being carried by Kaladin.
I wake up. Am I in a daze or am I just fully alert?
You are dazed. You're like, it's like waking up from a sleep.
Okay. I wanna see if my weapon is on me. Can I see if my weapon's
Your
on
weapon
me?
is not currently on you.
Can I speak? Can I
You can
speak?
speak. It's like summoning sickness.
Where is my weapon? Where is my weapon?
For now. For now.
What'd you say,
You'll get it back
What'd you
soon.
say, Kaladin?
I have it for now. I have it for now. You can have it back later.
No.
You awake?
I object.
You awake? You can walk now?
I object. I object.
You have a 1 hour timeout. You have a 1 hour timeout before you can have your weapon back.
I object.
Objection noted.
Objection overruled.
I object.
I continue walking. I continue walking. You get to think about what you've done.
I want to throw a throwing knife at him.
I'm literally carrying
yeah.
you.
I want to reach for a throwing knife and like try to like stab it in his neck or something.
What?
Can I grab him?
Can I grab him where he does that? Can I grab him?
That's metagaming.
No,
Kaladin,
that's metagaming. You don't know
notice-
what I'm doing.
You're able to notice what he's doing. Like, you can see him trying to squirm and grab for his thing, but you've got both of his arms, because you're just holding him. And he's right there, so you're holding both of his arms.
Great.
Can I grab his
knives though? If he tries to.
You don't notice him.
It's like,
Oh, okay.
You don't feel him jostling you trying to grab the knife. You walked out first, whereas Kaladin is behind you.
okay.
If you roll
Is
a
Julian
listen check,
frozen? I think Julian's frozen.
Yeah, it says he.
Yeah, it says he just left as well.
I wonder if his internet died.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. His face cam's done.
We're back. Oh.
Yep,
back?
you're back.
Oh.
Yep,
Is he?
you're back.
I'm just seeing it loading.
I'm just seeing a loading icon.
So I'll give it to TLDR. I said that I wanted to reach for my throwing knives and stab you in the neck. Masato says that you feel a jostling because you're carrying me.
Drop you. And continue walking.
You guys both hear the drop. Would you like to turn around?
Yes.
Yes.
He's awake now. Now he did start killing children. I am not sure how you guys feel about this, but I don't feel so good about it.
Neither do I.
I feel like we should impose a 1 hour a day ban on him using his katana.
Well,
I-
unless we need him to, I would say so. I would say that that's what we do with him. He is chaotic.
Stop talking, please. Bo, please go ahead.
He is chaotic evil.
He is chaotic evil. We should just
Use him as whenever
we need him.
Amazing.
Tyler, you may go ahead.
Do I hear this dialogue?
Absolutely, you hear everything. You're still dazed.
I say.
You're still dazed. You have like summoning sickness. You need like.
I say, Kaladin, it was your fault that we got into that battle. And my train of thought was that I didn't want these orcs growing up with a vengeance to try and come and kill us. Probably an inopportune moment on our end.
Well, we're not exactly planning to stick around here.
Yeah.
So I don't see.
Yeah. Probably not.
I don't
If
see.
they can locate me after,
I don't see a benefit.
if they can locate me after 10 years, 15 years, let them kill me.
Yeah, man. In
Um,
15 years of D&D, you'll be like level 20.
Let them try and kill me.
Anyway, let's hope my face cam is not working.
Yeah, I'm doing that too.
So am I standing up now on my
You
own?
are.
I reach into my pocket, grab a throwing knife, and raise it and say, "Give me my weapon back."
Can I raise my crossbow
Yeah, you
and
can. You
point it
can.
at
Oh god.
Jorge?
Like,
And just say, just chill out.
Give me my weapon back. Give me my weapon
Someone would like to roll a diplomacy check, please.
I will.
I have to,
Who has the highest? Who has the highest diplomacy?
I have three.
You probably do, Kaladin.
Plus eight.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Give me a moment. Where was the Was it a pin in Silly
It is a
Suplex
pin.
Stories? Yeah, there's a pin. All right, cool. Let's go there.
Alfred 5557.
I can't open my browser on my computer right now.
Would you like me to roll
So
for
I'm
you?
reopening
Plus
it on
8
my-
is ridiculously good.
There we go, and then just 15. Pretty low.
So you're able to just barely talk down Jorge. So he's not like immediately going to murder you.
I want to roll. I want to roll a will save.
You already rolled to counter him. You rolled a 12.
No. That's not a will save. That's not a will save. That was
This
that
isn't
was
a
my
will save. This is a
diplomacy.
diplomacy versus diplomacy.
Okay.
He's shown you the light. He has said with reason that it's not worth fighting right here outside of the cave. Let's do this at least elsewhere. Let's at least get away from the cave first before we do this.
Then if it's dangerous here, you will give me my weapon so I can defend myself.
If we have to defend ourselves against something actually dangerous and not children.
No, I object.
He already diplomacied
This
you.
conversation is over.
I want my weapon back. I want my weapon back.
I start walking.
Too bad.
I stand still then. I just stand still.
All right, we're leaving him
Okay.
behind with, and he doesn't get his weapon
He
back.
carries your weapon and he takes it along.
What do I see around me?
The murdered corpses of sheep.
Okay. I want to go over into the woman, like the woman.
Into the woman.
I want to take one of my throwing knives and like from sternum to gut. I want to cut her
Okay.
open,
Oh my god.
and I want to take all of her insides out.
You can do that after in a one-on-one session. If you're going to be staying there, you're going to be left behind while the party continues.
I don't want my weapon back. I'm not going to be with the party that.
You won't have your weapon
what's
if you
the-
don't go along with them. They
That's-
will sell
that's
your
fine.
weapon
I'll
for
forego.
money.
Your weapon back. You have to convince us that you are sorry for what you've done.
No, I'm angry at my party now. I'm angry at my party now. This is my character. He's very vengeful.
How exactly does entangle work? Can I like have him
You
follow
already
us?
no. You
Entangle?
already cast your level 1 spell.
True.
You guys could just knock him out and tie him up and take him with you.
That sounds good at this point, since he's going to be destructive
Yeah,
otherwise.
just knock him out. Would you like to roll initiatives?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm gonna fail the initiative check. Like,
So
I
it's
don't
only
see
going to
the-
be one roll of a
Why not?
d20. All you guys have to do, all three of you, if you guys are all in on this together, all three of you just need to roll higher than Jorge combined.
Oh fuck.
So, Kaladin goes ahead. Oh, Jorge. Okay. So, Jorge knocks Druvaltor on his ass because he's a druid and he can't fight or do anything. And the rest of them overpower you. They tie you up. And you are now being carried on Kaladin's shoulders once again. But this,
What race is Zach? Or what race is Jangles?
he's a fighter. No, he's a war. A war what?
No, his race. Like, or no.
I'm a red guard.
No, not Bo. Kaladin.
Are you human? Are you out? Like, okay, so the druid is what race?
I'm half
What's
elf.
everybody's race? Okay, you're half elf. Do you know Elven?
I had it here.
You're half elf. You're half elf. I'll assume that you do. What's Kaladin's race?
I'm trying to find it for you, but he didn't send it to me in the Google Doc
Trying to
like
be
I
a
asked him
racist with
to.
red guards? Disappointing. Just because they've got corpses doesn't mean they're less.
Kaladin is a human.
And what race is Bojangles?
Bojangles is a red guard, elf, human.
Red guard.
Yeah, human.
Red
human.
guard.
Okay. So in both the common and I go back and forth. I say it once in common and then once in Elven. You will rue this day. You will rue this day. And I just chant.
I swear to God.
Already like mortal enemies with one of the party members? Jesus Christ.
Can we just murder him?
You very well could.
We sell him to the black one.
Your god is Saint Cuthbert, right?
Yes.
You know, honestly, and I thought
What a mess.
Zach was gonna be bad.
What do you mean you thought Zach was going to be bad? How am I being bad? I'm playing in my character. He's a very vengeful.
Yes, you may.
Feels
so you may,
wrong. Very
yes,
wrong.
you may be playing in your
Being denied
character.
his weapon.
However, you are not playing with the rest of the party. You are making enemies with the party members. You're not supposed to make enemies with your party members until, like, you guys are, like, level 8, and you guys are, like, splitting off and doing different arc and side quests. Don't do that now. Do it at the end game.
Well, they're denying me. My character feels very wrong being denied his weapon. It's not that he wanted it to attack. He just wants his weapon on the principle.
We don't know that, though.
You haven't made a very good
But you didn't
case for
sense
wanting
motive.
your weapon. You've just said, I want my weapon.
You didn't sense motive. You didn't sense motive.
Because
though.
we don't care about your
Nobody
motive,
sense motive.
because you're being an asshole to the party.
Because he feels wrong. Because he's vengeful. He's angry that he feels attacked by being
Yeah,
denied his
but
weapon.
they feel attacked because you are attacking them with your daggers.
I never attacked anybody.
Yeah,
I
which is
drew it.
a hostile action.
It's an intimidation.
Which is a hostile action.
He felt the same thing when they took away his weapon. It's the same. He's not able to defend himself.
Well, you'll be feeling vulnerable for quite some time then. You guys carry on. Are you sure about going towards more goblins? There's like a huge horde of goblins. That's what Mason said. Or would you like to go back to maybe his wife? Would you like to go back to Alababad and talk to his wife and see what she has to say about all this?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that would be a good
Sounds
idea.
good to me. Guilt Jorge not being a genocidal maniac.
What, Tyler?
Julian's not here to give his input.
Pretty sure you
Here. You just can't see me. I'm here, you just can't see me.
Oh, okay. You haven't said anything. You haven't said anything in quite a long time, so I thought you GC'd again.
I'm here. No,
Okay.
I'm here.
Do you want to follow them and they're going to go back to his wife and she's going to fuck him up? She's going to have words with you. No sex for a year. Okay. So, you guys decide to go back to Allahabad instead of continuing on down south. What was your wife's name again? Ariel. Okay. Okay. So as you guys cross the bridge towards the farmhouse, it's been about
Do any of them even know where I live?
Bo Jangles does.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had to have heard it whenever we did the beginning thing.
You guys are from the
Oh,
same
okay.
town.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So as you guys go back up to Allahabad, you guys cross the river, the first river, towards the farmhouse and the pastures. And once again,
I'm still chanting.
it's a very
I'm still chanting. You will
serene,
rue this day.
very serene, calm place. All but otherwise for one idiot chanting on the shoulders of another dude. And you pass by the shepherd once more, and he asks you, "Did you find my sheep?"
I blurred out. I murdered them all.
He didn't murder them all. They were killed by orcs. We're very sorry, but we killed the orcs that were killing your
Bastion?
sheep. They used them for
You
food.
mean Bastion?
They're all dead. They're all dead.
You killed Bastion?
They're all dead.
Why would you kill Bastion?
I try to give.
What about
Calvin
Harriet?
a kick in the butt.
And the kids, are they okay?
I give him. A
Jorge, I'm gonna fucking stab you.
I go back to chanting. You will rue this day.
Prostrates himself. It was all my fault. We had a terrible misunderstanding.
Oh dear. At least did you get the sheep back? What happened to the sheep?
No, sir. No, sir.
What do you mean you're so sorry? What happened to the sheep?
They attacked us. So we killed them.
Didn't some of the sheep run
Some of
away?
the sheep did run
Yeah,
away.
I think 2 or 3 of the sheep.
We killed 2 of them. 2 of them.
We killed 2 of them. 2 of them ran away.
Oh god, fucking stab us.
What a rough start.
This is what the dude do. He just and he walks away.
This is so
He just
dysfunctional.
walks away. Yeah, he goes back inside. He starts drinking. He starts drinking. Okay.
We're terrible people.
Pretty terrible thing to happen.
We killed the dog, and then we genocided the family.
So you guys continue on. Do you enter Caprica City or do you go straight to Allahabad?
Shut! Sorry. Just go straight to Alabama.
As you guys are walking along,
Slam.
you get very concerned and strange looks about that.
You will rue this day. You will rue this day. You will. Switching back.
We're looking for an exorcist across the city. Don't worry about it. He'll be fine.
Can I roll a spot check to see the races of these people that we're passing?
Yeah.
Okay, I roll an 11 plus 8, so
Okay,
19.
so they're human.
Okay, I continue. I start in Draconic. I also say it a couple times in Draconic. You will rue this day.
People are really freaking out.
Can I tell him in Draconic to fuck off?
What?
Can I tell him in Draconic to
Yes.
fuck off? Alright, sweet, I do that.
We have an argument back and forth in
Okay,
Draconic.
that's fine. You guys can have an argument in Draconic as you guys are heading home. Okay, so as you guys enter the town, there's just one guard for this town gate. He's just like, what happened?
it's a long story, but basically we need extra for
Can
heading
I
out
roll
of the city.
to deceive? I wanna make this guy think they've kidnapped
You
me.
can roll.
God damn it. Fucking bitch.
Jorge?
And then it's plus my charisma, or
What are you
what do I do?
doing, Jorge? Why are you tied up?
I roll a 20 or a 16 to deceive. These people, they've kidnapped me.
Why are you covered in blood?
They are trying to frame me for a murder, and then they kidnapped me to try and turn me in.
Okay, how do you
Reverse with
Yeah,
diplomacy.
you can reverse with diplomacy.
I would like to oppose diplomacy. This man was not at fault for beginning the unfortunate series of events, but he was responsible for continuing to terrorize the children and murder even more innocent souls. That is why we have restrained him here, as you can see.
What did you roll on your diplomacy?
I'm rolling right now. Fear my plus 8.
Yeah.
shit. Can I roll for diplomacy?
You better not. You're a druid. Bard?
I can.
Bo, you have charisma
Bo,
more than one.
just tell me straight up, Bo. What the fuck is going on?
What are you
He
talking
knows
about?
you. This is your hometown.
He's being fucked. He doesn't usually act like this. Something got triggered whenever he tasted blood. He triggered bloodlust.
So mad. He genocided a family of orcs.
You guys need to come with me.
What's Bo's roll? What did he roll?
He just
to make
talked to him. He
Because I
just
rolled
asked him to
16.
do it straight up. He can roll if you want.
I would like him to roll because I rolled a 16. I think that's. I do want him to beat my roll. Because if the guard does, he knows.
There you go.
Alright.
Whatever, Bo. I'm just gonna take you both to Ariel. Fuck this. I don't need to deal with this. I don't get paid enough for this. So he's like, all of you guys, you need to follow me. And so they lead you back into Alibaba, the mining town. Yeah. So they lead you back into the mining town. Rough stone hewn everywhere, and cobblestone buildings and all of that, and dusty whatever. You find Ariel. She's human, right? She's an elf.
She's elf.
Ariel opens the door as the guard knocks, and the guard says, "Here's your husband. You need to deal with this." It's out of my pay range. Fuck it. I'm done. Do something about this. So Ariel takes one look at you and says, "Oh, you lost your sword." "Oh, there it is." She reaches for the sword. Kaladin, would you like to do anything?
Oh shit.
Wait, so I'm a little confused. I'm a little confused. So wait, we're at Ariel's home?
Yeah, and
My
Yes.
wife.
Yeah.
My wife.
Yeah. And so who's reaching for the
Ariel
sword?
is.
She's gonna try to kill him.
That isn't. You can sense motive if you want.
I would like to try to sense motive. I mean, my wisdom is
Sense motive,
bad,
do
but
it quick.
we'll see.
I can sense motive the best. I have
Do it if you want, quick.
16.
Let me just ask. What are you planning to do?
It is his sword, but it obviously means he's been naughty if he's been tied up like this. So I don't.
He has been. What is your intention?
Well, he can't have the sword if he's being naughty.
Okay, very well.
Shit.
So she goes ahead and takes the sword, and she goes into the back, and she puts it away. She asks for all of you to come inside and for you to bring what's your name? Jorge. To bring Jorge back into the bath.
Okay.
Please sit him down on this chair.
I rather gently do so.
Now, if you wouldn't mind, I would like to be alone with him. I haven't seen him in many days.
I wouldn't mind at all.
Okay.
I start slowly, tentatively backing, while also fearing for my life a little bit.
Your wife knows magic, right?
She's an elf. How much? All that I wrote up was her name. She's an elf, and that my best friend raped her, and then I killed my best friend because he was
So
possessed.
she has she has no backstory, so I can do whatever I want with her then.
Yep.
You're fucking screwed.
My God.
So she proceeds to beat the shit out of you with her. She slaps the shit out of you and yells at you for not telling her where you were going.
Can I go listen just for, like, at the door?
Oh my God.
Can I do a listen check at the door?
Can you what?
Can I do a listen check?
Yes, you can do a listen check.
Sweet.
In Elven, you do
Sweet.
what, Tyler?
I speak with Ariel. I speak with Ariel. I say, what was I?
You sent a stupid homeless person to deliver a letter to let me know that you were leaving, and now you get yourself in trouble with these. Who are these people? I've never seen them before. Besides Bo, what have you gotten yourself into?
Well, I saved the druid.
That makes it okay to be covered in blood, returning home.
I didn't plan.
No,
I didn't plan to come home.
It doesn't make it okay. You can't do that. What are you thinking? I'm out here fearing for your life.
Home at this. I wrote you the letter.
And you sent a drunkard to deliver it. He came up to my door asking me for alcohol. You know how much I hate that. And you and your stupid sword. You should get rid of that thing.
No.
It's a constant reminder of what happened to me, and you know it.
I'm going to avenge. I'm using it to avenge what happened. Do you not think that I feel remorse for having to kill my best friend?
That doesn't compare to what happened to me. You don't even know.
I was there. I witnessed what happened to you. I don't know the feelings you feel about it, but I know what happened.
You're so insensitive. She leaves and she slaps you one more time, then she leaves. You're still tied up, sitting in the chair.
Okay. Can I do a spot check? Do I see anything sharp that I can cut myself out of the rope?
No, there's nothing. It's a bathroom.
Yeah, exactly why there might be something sharp.
You don't
What do you have
see
in your
anything
bathroom?
apparent at the moment.
It's my bathroom though, so if there were something, I
If
would
he
know.
shaves regularly, there might be a shaving razor if she hasn't remembered to take
She's
it
not
out.
bothered to take anything out. If she hears rustling, she'll just ask for Bo to go in and, tie him up or something. So, I'm so sorry about that. Now, what can I get you? Anything to drink?
Alcohol. Lots of
Oh,
alcohol.
I'm sorry, we don't carry that here.
Please. Understandable.
Water? Very well, Bo. I'll get you a glass of water. So she goes out, grabs a glass of water.
Oh, what the hell?
Tyler, you may attempt to stand up out of the chair and hobble over.
Can I have a dexterity check?
No, because you are tied up. You don't have any dexterity.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. I would have to be very accurate with my muscle movements to.
You don't
it would
have
be-
any. You have a dexterity
not a-
penalty because you're tied up. You lose your dexterity.
But the
You can't move.
17.
Okay, so you
17.
stand up and you
Holy
jump
shit.
up over towards the wash basin.
Do I see my shaving razor?
It's in the trunk to the left of the wash basin that's currently locked.
I'm gonna grab some water beer.
Okay, I place my head in the wash basin. Does it have
Yeah, it's got
water in
water
it?
in it.
Okay, I place my head in the water.
Okay.
In the water. Blub. 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 Blub.
You're just gonna murder your
Blub.
character?
Blub.
Because you can't
Blub.
get your sword?
Blub. Blub. I come up out of the bucket. And I start having a hissy fit in Draconic, just screaming, having a meltdown
Okay,
in
you
Draconic.
have a meltdown in the bathroom.
I'm just screaming though. Like, it's late
Everybody
at night, so I can't
hears
do it
you.
now. But I'm like, fucking.
It's fine. What do you all do now?
Gag him. I asked for a piece of cloth to gag him.
We're not doing that right. What happened? Just tell me what happened. Do you just say you explain?
We killed their
Yeah, you
dog.
just say you explain the story.
We killed their dog.
Then
Sheets ran at us.
sheep ran at us. We killed their sheep. Then
The mother and father ran at us.
the mother and father ran at us. We killed them. Then Tyler decided to go into the cave with us, and then he took it too far, killed the one child, and bathed in blood, and
Did a lot of
other horrendous things.
And then he came back here.
And then he came back here.
Doesn't sound
We have his weapon.
surprising. What if I do? I know a loyalty spell, I think. Maybe that might work. What do you guys think? A loyalty spell?
I think anything could be better than this right now.
It's a little bit rough.
This is really fucking rough. Like, as a GM, Tyler, what you're doing now is absolute bullshit and you need to stop. Because it's like, it's just completely antagonistic towards the rest of the party.
I really do. Not
Then
me
your
as a
character
player.
will soon
My
die.
character.
And you will lose your sword and you'll need to you can't play. If you do this, you can't play.
Then we need to change how the character plays. We need to change the character because this is how I'm envisioning the character.
He's an absolute
extremely vengeful.
warmongering maniac who believes in a lawful good god. Saint Cuthbert is lawful good.
He's a warmongering maniac.
You should have been a fighter.
Have him like reconsider his choices and decide to become like, instead of chaotic, like evil, like more on the good side of neutral.
Hold on, it's not an issue with his alignment. It's his personality. He's right in when we first made the character.
Well, the point isn't necessarily alignment, but like you could be more cooperative instead of antagonistic and focus solely on your own goals and focus like on the effects you have on the people around you.
We
and
are
stuff like
real
that.
people. We are real people you have to deal with day in and day out. You're just being an asshole. And we don't appreciate it.
I'm being an asshole? Or the character's being an asshole?
The character is being an asshole to the rest of the players, and it's ruining it for the rest of the players. That's how it feels to me. I don't know what you guys feel. What do you guys think?
I think having some kind of conflict is fine, but it's become overblown to the point where like the character in your head is too stubborn to back down or like
Yeah, well,
reconsider at
that's
all,
what it,
despite
that's what
literally
it,
being tied up, having your wife beat you and scream at you, and having everything you have taken away. Like that's normally sufficient enough for like a Joseph Campbell style like resurrection moment, like where you reconsider your actions and actually choose to do something different.
no, he's so
Um,
no, he's so vengeful because you've tied him up now, and now you've taken him
You
to his wife.
have
I
lost,
feel
though. You have lost. You
he can't see that in his rage.
okay?
Do we have to punish him more? Like we
No,
have to give him
we'll
like
let
some
him
sort of
sit
form of
there
physical punishment?
overnight. We'll just leave and let him sit there overnight. He'll just be having a tantrum. That's how you deal with a petulant child.
Pretty much.
So you guys all go to sleep. You're full health, and we come back the next morning. You have. Do you yell all night? Is that your plan? Are you gonna yell all night?
Yeah,
You yell all night.
I'm having a fun. No, nobody can get sleep. Y'all, I can get no sleep
Can I
because of
gag him
y'all.
now?
Y'all can get no sleep because of me.
No.
Can I
Yeah, you
gag
can
him?
gag him before you leave and go to bed.
Alright, yeah, I'll do that.
Well,
Do I
hold
need to
on.
roll
So
Okay. You have gagged him. Just for like a minute here. This is what it means to like actually be gagged. Like you can't speak, right? Okay. The rest of the party, what would you like to do in the meantime? Do you guys want to go back to the inn?
We saw the horde of
We
goblins,
saw
right?
the horde of goblins, right?
No, we didn't. We couldn't do that because someone was busy genociding a
We
family
were
of
able to figure out kind of
Like
where
we
they
were
are.
able to figure out kind of where they are, somewhat.
The
roughly,
goblins?
yes.
Yeah.
I think
You
so.
have determined
Yeah.
that they are not north of the pastures. You have determined that they are absolutely south of the pastures.
Let me look.
Kaladin, what are you thinking? Julian?
I want to go check on what's Sarah's character's name again? George. Is that how you pronounce it?
Jorge.
Is that how you pronounce it? Jorge. Sorry. Sorry. I want to check on Jorge and see how he's doing. See if he's thought through what he did
Okay, that's
the other
fine.
day.
You can go back to Ariel's place. We'll say it's morning. Everyone sleeps and it's morning. It's fine. We'll just fast forward. So you go back to Ariel's house. She lets you in. She's like, "Oh, here's some water."
I'm like Vivilia. Yeah, the whole like I'm very sorry for like the whole terrible adventure my party went on. Is your husband all right?
He's. I don't know.
That bad?
You'll have to ask.
That bad? All right.
So we go back into the room where Jorge was. Jorge is what are you doing, Jorge?
I'm just gonna sit there.
Okay, you just sit there. Kaladin?
Stoic.
Look,
We had our disagreement. You were right. Taking away your weapon was not something two men on equal footing should do. That was
Dishonorable.
in a way childish of me as well. But I would still like
when
you
he
to
says that of me.
You're still
I
gagged.
say,
You're
I
still
concur.
gagged. You can't actually talk back.
Okay.
You can make all kinds of non-verbal motions if you'd like to be angry or be screaming. Like I don't know what your character is doing right now with respect to
He's
that.
just sitting there stoic.
Okay. As stoically as is possible for one in your position. I would still like you to consider your actions, the effects you had on the on the children of that work home. I wasn't in my right mind either. I wasn't paying enough attention to what was going on. I was so eager to get into my first combat that when I saw the wolf, all of my instincts screamed that it was an enemy, and I attacked. But when I regained my senses and realized these are also sentient people with their own lives, I was horrified at what I had done. I understand you don't have the same conscience that others might, but I hope you can reconsider and join our party again. I leave. I say thank you to Ariel, and I move on to join with the rest of the party and wait for one more
Okay, so
day.
you're gonna let him sit there for one more day?
Yeah, I think so.
What would you like to do during that day?
Me?
Sure, if you would like to do
I would like to offer my services as a carpenter or anything else like physically laborious that I
you
can
can go down into
assist
the
with.
mine and start mining for copper and gold.
Yeah. All right. I'll spend my day mining since I have nothing better to do. Since the first person I partied up with has
What would you like to do, Jorge?
somewhat.
What would I like to do? What would
Yeah.
I like to do? I'm just sitting
Would
there.
you like to do
I'm
something?
No, I'm just sitting there.
If you
No,
make
I'm
an
just sitting there.
attempt, you are likely to be able to do it.
What do you mean? The rope's tied. What do you mean? The rope's tied.
Ariel is still in the house. She can hear you if you go.
No, I'll just stay still. I'm just sitting there in complete silence, staying
Okay.
still.
To me, that says you haven't learned your lesson.
Yeah.
Do you know what the lesson is to learn?
Me or my character?
You.
Me or my character?
You,
I know what-
Tyler. What's the lesson?
I know what.
He doesn't know.
That you don't want me as a player making a scenario in which I'm antagonizing the rest of the party.
I just want you to learn when to back down. Learn when you've lost.
I was playing my character though.
Your character's not crazy.
It's not me as a player. It's the character. He's extremely vengeful. And the way that I like when I told you that, like you wrote it right
He
out.
can be vengeful.
And when I said that to you, the way that I meant it was that he will go if he feels he's been wronged, he will stop at no length to avenge it.
He's gagged.
Yeah, he's gagged.
Right. How long has it been?
The character has an arc in like 13 hours.
Okay, you guys spend the day. He mines. Revoltor, Bojangles. You guys do anything?
I would ask Bojangles to come scout with me. Very like light scouting around the goblin area. Just to find out where they are.
Around the goblin area.
Yeah.
So okay, you guys go.
Like I want to go back to where that. Like I want to go back to where that cave was, but like you know how you said that like you could go up and you could see where they were gonna be, but we couldn't get there because Tyler was being a. Jorge was being a.
Like actually scout for goblins.
You guys
We
wanna,
could do that.
okay, you guys can actually scout for goblins if you'd like.
Okay. Because now we actually know where they are.
Okay.
Because all we have to do is just see where they are and
It's
go
a
back,
scouting
and
mission.
then we're
You're
done.
not there to like
Like,
murder all of them. It's like one huge horde.
And it's actually probably better that it's this way, so that way we can actually just go there, see them, get it done, figure out where they are, without having
That's my
him
opinion.
rushing in there.
All right. I walk over to the bridge area thing.
Okay, all three of you go ahead and walk towards the bridge. And as you get to the bridge, you look back towards the south. You see the large, hungry Horus forest. You can actually see wildlife way, way far in the deep. Like little langurs and a couple boar.
Hmm.
And then you look back towards the mountain. And you see lots of black crows.
That's a little ominous.
That's a little ominous.
Shoot, does anyone have like a knowledge
Does anyone have like a knowledge arcana? Like
Yeah,
Druidic
I
crows
believe
are like
Jorge had knowledge arcana.
or like
at least
druidic or like druidic knowledge nature to see if this is normal.
In character.
I could
In character.
This is
All these crows. They're making me nervous.
Do you guys know if this is normal?
Do you guys know if this is normal?
I have
You
knowledge
can
nature.
absolutely roll for it.
Okay.
D20 plus 5.
D20 plus 5.
15.
Okay, so with your knowledge nature and all that, you realize that the crows are feasting on the corpses of the sheep and the orcs. And in the forest,
We are terrible people. We are terrible people.
I mean, nobody cleaned up the bodies. Nobody did anything with them.
I'll stay behind to clean this.
I'll stay behind to clean
Can you guys
this
complete
up.
the scouting mission?
Can you guys complete the scouting mission?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So,
Alright, that's the plan. I'm gonna stay behind.
All right, that's the plan. I'm gonna stay behind, clean up as much as I can. I'm strong, so I can handle like a lot of physical labor.
Yeah.
okay. So
And
you
yeah.
stay behind. You start. What do you dig with? Did you like steal one of the pickaxes?
I have a shovel, I think.
I have a shovel, I think.
Why do you have a
Do I have
Why
it?
do
In
you
my
have
inventory?
a shovel?
Do I have it?
Do I have it?
What are you from World War
I have a
One?
shovel?
I could have.
I could have sworn I had a shovel.
No, I guess I don't. I don't.
No, I guess I don't. I don't own the shovel. That's unfortunate.
I'll go back to town.
I'll go back to town and grab a shovel
You
and
could
go
ask
back
the
out.
farmer. He's right there.
Or actually,
Or actually, excuse me. I have a
big
mess
to clean up.
big mess to clean up.
Would you mind lending me a shovel?
Would you mind lending me a shovel?
I'll pay you handsomely.
I'll pay you handsomely.
You'll pay me for a shovel.
Just to borrow it for a day.
Just to borrow it for a day.
That's reasonable. What
Well,
are you? I don't want to know.
Thanks.
He
Thank
goes
you,
back to
sir.
his barn and he comes out with a rusty old shovel and he hands it to you.
Rusty shovel, probably like 2
Rusty
pounds.
shovel, probably like 2 pounds or something.
Alright, I
All right,
use the shovel
I
and I clean up.
use the shovel and I clean up.
Okay, that'll
Clean,
probably
clean,
take you like how many bodies? 1, 2, 3, 4 bodies. That'll probably take you like 2 hours to dig.
Okay,
4
no, what
graves.
if the person was alive?
Okay.
No, what if the children was alive?
Huh?
Or we counting?
Or are we
One of the
counting?
children was still alive.
One of the children was still alive.
Fate someone
It's
can-
probably the worst fate someone could have.
So you go ahead and clean up the bodies and bury them. You guys continue on southwards, and as you get further into the forest, it gets really dark. It's a lot darker than you'd anticipated in this forest. And you see just strewn about weapons now and then. Like you'll see some arrows, crossbow bolts, small daggers and knives and shields, all just littered around the forest. It's not like
Okay.
every
Okay.
foot. It's not like every couple steps, but it's frequent enough to be concerning.
Can I pick them up and collect them?
Can I pick them up and collect
You
them?
can if you want, but there's a number of them. Do you want to roll a spot check or a listen check?
Sure. Let me check.
Let me check my spot.
Let me check my spot.
Yeah, +7. Okay, that'll be.
Yeah, +7. Okay, that'll be easy.
Okay, I rolled 17.
Okay, I rolled 17.
Okay. So you notice that there appears to be... There's lots of blood on the ground. It looks like this was a battle site. It looks like these are all goblin weapons. And it may be that they have been fighting each other. You also notice that on the shields, they have different colors. There are about 4 different sets of colors for the shields. You can come to a conclusion, but you haven't quite made and connected the dots just yet. There is a conclusion to be made. Would you like to walk further into the forest?
How many different shields are like unique shield designs?
There are 4 unique shield designs, but there are many different shields just laying about. Most of them are broken, and I wouldn't consider using them. They're also too small for you to use effectively.
Is it possible to stage something that makes it look like one of the goblin tribes have been attacking over there, in order to have them dwindle their numbers even more?
You're trying to stage something so that the goblins think one of the goblins attacked each other?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You could try that. You can ask Bo about it.
Bo, how do you feel about the idea of staging a fight or something that makes it look like the goblins are attacking each other? Like one goblin tribe is attacking another. So we don't have to attack as many down the line.
Okay.
Okay.
But what is the end goal of that? Like,
But what is the end goal of that? Like,
It means we don't have to fight as many people.
okay.
Mind you, this is already a combat site. This was a war zone.
Right.
it doesn't really matter if we do anything.
It doesn't really matter if we do anything to it. Like, we weren't a part of this.
Not here, but like down the line, when we find them and we arrange. I don't know. I'm just thinking. I'm spitballing of ideas here. Just somehow.
You're getting too deep into this.
I feel you're getting too deep into this. We need to go figure out where they are, get back to the lady and talk it and figure it out.
Okay,
Good point.
so you guys keep going south
Keep
into
going.
the forest? Do you head
Yeah.
straight south,
Yeah.
southeast towards the river, or southwest towards deeper into the forest?
Knowing goblins, they'll probably be deeper first. What do you think, Bo?
Bo? I guess he's thinking.
I'm trying to think.
Keep thinking,
I'm
I'll be
trying to
right.
think.
So explain to me what you're trying to do again.
So explain to me what you're trying to do again.
No, I'm just saying where we should go. Over to the southwest. Either to the river, deeper into the forest to find the goblin.
I would say to the river,
So that we don't have to backtrack.
so that we don't have to
We have
backtrack.
something to walk by.
We have something to walk by, like guide us.
True. Good point. However, I feel like the goblins would probably be found within the darker part of the forest. Let them know. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab something.
Sounds good.
What did they decide? To leave. Perfect timing. Okay. All right. So, You guys,
I just want to say.
Tyler, I just want to
Why you
say,
gotta be such a fucking.
why do you gotta be such a
Dickhole.
fucking
It's not me.
dickhole?
Character. It's not me. It's the character.
that's
I'm
exactly what
playing
you
the
said
character
the
exactly
last
how-
time.
What do you mean?
With
What do
our
you mean?
party with Casey
Fuck.
and Sam. You were a dick in that game too.
How was I a dick? How was I a dick?
Your character was an asshole in that game.
In that game. Or you can change the character then if you want. Or you can change the character then if you want. I can play it every day. I just felt like
Anyway, we'll talk about it after.
That might just need to be what happens. That might just need to be what happens. Is character dies, he makes a character that's a little more
Yeah,
amiable. You know.
Definitely.
I have a very friendly character. I have a very
No, you
friendly character.
No. No.
He
slaughtered children.
He
He slaughtered children.
Definitely not.
You literally made like this. You literally tried to cut this like their dead parents like face open and try to use it as a mask or something to like scare him even more. Which I mean, if you want to
Chaotic
be all
evil.
like. But like if you want to have this like extremely terrifying, intimidating thing, like you can do that. But like do it against the right kind of target, you know? Like children are already terrified of you, being that you're
Yeah, you're
an orc,
just being
right?
like you're pushing over the weak.
Like you're already an orc. You don't need to also like do that.
I'm an elf.
Okay.
Or you're an
He's
elf.
trying to
Okay.
push over the weak because he's
Like-
weak himself. He can't do it against a real man. That's why he has to do it to children.
Not just the men, but the women and the children. Not just the men, but the women
I'll
and the
let you
children.
keep your character if that's the reason. But you have to change and accept that fact that you are a weak man. That's why you try to terrify children.
Sure.
But you have to change.
I just tried to terrify the children. Because I thought.
I'm not as worried about you. Anyway,
That's good to know.
you guys head
That's good to know.
to southeast towards the river, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So as you guys head southeast, you see that battle site. It starts to clear up. There are less weapons and blood around. For some reason, there aren't any corpses. As you head further and further into this forest, you notice more langurs, like monkeys. And then you actually see an elephant or two. Just like a baby elephant and a large elephant. They're just walking in the river, having a good time, splashing themselves. And, go ahead and roll a listen check.
Okay. That's scary. Oops. That's easy.
8.
Are you shitting?
8.
13.
Shit.
13. I can't have anything nice.
I'm sorry, say again, you got an 8 and a 13?
Correct.
Yeah, I got a 13.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, I got a 13.
So you guys hear the birds chirping, and then you hear a running of animals. You hear running feet or something. Not quite sure what it is, but it's getting further away. Do you guys continue towards the running of the feet? It's further deeper into the forest.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you walk towards the running of the
Yeah,
feet,
why not?
and you see a cheetah chasing a wild boar. It went through a small little clearing, and then bam, right back into the forest again. You can't see it anymore, and you can't hear it anymore. It went down a ledge. As you guys get to the top of that ledge, you see another battle. You see an ongoing battle. 3 different colors of goblins. One red, one green, and one blue. these 3 goblins are all engaged in bitter conflict. They're fighting each other. It's like it's an all-out war with the goblins themselves. They're dead, lying everywhere. And there's about 200 of them right now, just south of you. Just down that ledge. One of them spots you.
Shit. Can I hide, or are they just gonna find me? Either way.
He sees you. You get to move first, but he sees you.
So can I back away from the ledge?
Absolutely, you can back away from the ledge.
Okay. So I back away from the ledge and then roll to hide.
Yes, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Yes, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Ah, shit. 12.
Oh, got 2.
Fuck, got a 2.
So you're trying to back away from the ledge, and that's what you
This is
rolled?
great. No, to back away and then hide. No, to back away and then hide.
So,
I rolled.
Bo, as you back up, you fall on your butt, but you quickly get back up, and you turn the other way. You don't hide, but you walk the other way.
Okay.
In the distance, you hear, "Human!"
Shit.
And then you hear like, you know the sound of like horses? But like a shit ton of horses?
Oh, shit.
It's like a stampede. A stampede of goblins. The blue goblins are headed further south. The green goblins and the red goblins are headed up around this hill up to you.
Alright, can I just run? Alright, can I just run?
Yeah, we're both going to run.
Yeah, we're both
Okay.
going to run.
Do I have to roll for that? Or do I just... What?
I'm sorry, say again.
Do I have to roll for that, or what? Do I have to roll for that, or
you
what?
Just run. You just start booking it.
Okay, sure.
So as you guys flee, you definitely hear them. They're coming behind you, but they're not close. I don't believe they will catch up to you unless you, like, trip and fall. But I'm pretty sure you guys are fine. You guys know how to get out. You just follow the river out. I think you guys have found your goblins.
Sounds like it.
I think so too.
Sounds like it.
I think so too.
So,
Okay.
as you guys are fleeing,
Okay.
you walk past that one burial and gravesite and whatnot with the weapons. What do you do once you're out of the forest?
Are they still gonna be following us?
Are they still gonna be following
They're
us
following
to the
you
bitter
at
end,
least to the
or-
edge of the forest.
If it's just on the edge of the... If it's just on the edge of the...
You don't know that. You're standing
We're
at
standing
the
at the edge of the forest right now, right?
Alright, I try to make my way out to... Alright, I try to make my way out to open... Where I can... Or something. Where I can... Have them...
Yeah.
Have them... Sort of run
My
off.
Discord just like...
Not epic.
My Discord just
Not
broke. Give me
epic.
1 minute.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'll be back in a minute. Gotta piss.